everybody, welcome back. Oh my gosh, you're getting Mike Wazowski'd, Austin. Gonna move this over here. Welcome to the Nonary Games Part 2. This is our second playthrough of, well, not second playthrough, but second episode playing through the Nonary Games. We did this the first 3 hours last week, as you might remember. I think this is a pretty cool game so far. Basically, we are playing as Junpei, who's a very foolish boy who wakes up on a boat and spends the next 3 hours trying to figure out that he's on a boat. But in reality, there is a Jigsaw-like character named Zero who has trapped him and 8 other people on a boat, has given them 9 hours to escape from the boat, and they have to go through a lot of trap rooms and escape rooms without dying in order to get off the boat. So far, everybody's still alive, with the exception of the crazy mad scientist guy who...
The ninth member.
The ninth man who canonically dies as an inciting incident. We are currently with the girl we have a crush on. Her name's June. We are with Mama Princess Jasmine, whose name is Lotus. And we are with, who's the other goofy kid we're with? Silver?
Santa.
Oh. It's a screensaver, I guess. Hello, everyone. Yes, Santa, who is number 4. He's kind of...
Hey, you're a me.
He kind of looks...
Your cup.
We have Jumping Wolf and Euromeat in the chat. This is literally just live scream at this point. This is a live action version. Our voice is a bit crackly. Well, maybe it's because I have this sitting here. I can move it a bit closer. Hopefully that fixed it. I'm gonna move up the game audio here. Hopefully that's about the right volume. Yes, I did notice that Charlie is in the chat. Ren is in the chat. Thank you for joining us. I know that Ren and Pillow have both experienced this game before and have been giving a little bit of guidance when it comes to things like hexadecimal puzzles. I don't remember. This one? How am I supposed to know? Sure. It's not like they're marked. But last we left off, we had gone through multiple escape rooms, and we had just reunited with the rest of the characters here.
There you have it. Our half of the story.
There you have it.
So there you have it.
Okay, let me see if I got all this straight. When you guys got here, the bases for the Reds were already gone.
And you looked all over this room, but you couldn't find anything.
So you figured that there might be something in the hallway with all the doors.
So you went and had a look?
Yeah.
And while you were looking around, you heard voices.
Uh-huh.
I love how you can make it so awkward just by pacing it weird.
So you followed the voices and came back here.
Indeed. And that was how we found you.
Oh, yeah. Also, if you weren't here last week, these two, we thought were banging. Apparently they're brother and sister, or so they say. And we were all, and all the other characters like, we don't believe you. And they're like, what, is it so hard to believe that we could have known each other before waking up on this boat with amnesia? You know, Junpei and June, they know each other, and it's like, nah, it's not the your brother. It's not the you know each other part that we don't believe. Happy lurking, Lady Faustus, indeed. Jedi Fallen Order, I haven't played that yet. Yes, but he goes by Snake, and she goes by, I don't remember.
Why don't we check those 3 Reds again, just in case?
You're right. Huh.
Yep,
There's a long, thin gap on the bottom.
Broken, just like they said it was.
I think it's a slot for something. Probably electronic.
Well, this isn't good. If the red is
Clover.
inactive,
Clover,
we
that's
can't
the name.
keep going.
Well, what about that hallway over there? Isn't there anywhere else we can go?
No, there isn't.
Thank you, old Gambit.
There are plenty more hospital rooms, but nothing else.
Well,
Hospital rooms. That's what's behind all those doors?
I love how 0 people in this whole game so far have questioned what she's wearing.
Yeah.
Not one. Oh, yeah! we gotta recap the whole ghost mummy thing. So that was another thing that happened last week. We were on this boat, and all of a sudden, our girlfriend June, who we love very much, but has been fallen into the essential oils a little bit too much on Facebook, was claiming that the Titanic apparently had
A mummy.
a mummy that
was frozen in ice.
was frozen in ice that wasn't really ice, that wouldn't melt even in the desert, and then the mummy possessed somebody on the Titanic. All while, this chick, Lotus, also told us this whole story about morphogenic theory and people having eclectic telekinetic consciousness, a la Outlast. So that's out there, too. Just as some
Yes, 'cause
foreshadowing.
The person who was on the boat wrote a book about the boat sinking,
That's right.
but
He astral projected into his own past or something. I don't know. Hopefully all of that will pay off at some point.
Yes. There are a number of individual rooms in addition to this large one.
There was a door at the end of the hallway, but it was locked.
There was an astrological symbol engraved near the keyhole, however.
There's astrological symbols on all of the
I guess good
keyholes.
it's engraved.
I was able to get a good feel of it.
I got it.
I believe it was the symbol of Jupiter.
I thought we already saw Jupiter.
Not again. Those goddamn things are everywhere.
I wonder what they all mean.
While we're asking what things mean, what's the deal with this room?
It's a hospital,
I mean,
Junpei.
I thought this was a cruise ship, but I can't imagine a cruise ship would have a hospital like this.
Well, let's talk about the coronavirus.
Let's talk about the plague in 1917. Because, quite frankly, that giant influenza was not that far after the Titanic.
Well,
I think that was 1920
it's
versus
probably a hospital ship.
1914 or something like that. It's probably a hospital ship. Well,
I mean, seven's a...
it's possible.
Chances are it's the gigantic.
The gigantic?
As opposed to the
Titanic.
Titanic.
What is this gigantic?
The
Oh, boy.
gigantic.
we're on a hospital boat? Okay.
This is starting out like one of those conspiracy theory stories right here, though.
This sounds like we're about to get into some lore again. The Gigantic was the hospital ship that was a ghost that went alongside the Titanic to preemptively capture all the dead. Oh, a flashback.
She was a sister
It's
ship.
literally
to the
just the
Titanic.
Titanic.
That's
It's
in
the
the
sister
early
ship to
20th
the fucking Titanic. Oh my god.
Actually, the Titanic had two sister ships, and they looked exactly the same. The gigantic was said to be one of them.
Was said to be?
Isn't this just history?
They intended to make her a passenger liner like the Titanic, but World War I began soon after the ship launched.
So much boat conspiracy. Yeah, what was the third one? I think it might have been the... No, it wasn't the Lusitania. That's just another one that sunk.
British Navy took her over and made her a hospital
I don't think this
ship.
is real. I think this is bullshit history.
At some point during the war, the gigantic was damaged by a German mine in the Aegean Sea.
Wait. Oh, okay. We've been translating a lot of English this week for Detroit Evolution, and my own English has gotten very
She
rusty.
went aground afterwards, so she didn't end up sunk.
I did not interpret mine as thing that explodes.
Oh, yeah.
I interpreted it as place you dig for coal.
Oh, weird.
And I was like, how did it get damaged by a what? There we go. Got it. Bomb.
What happened to her after that? One theory going around is that a man named Lord Gourdane bought her. Seemed like he'd been one of the few to survive the Titanic sinking. That trauma turned him into some kind of obsessive collector of all things related to the Titanic.
Like mummies.
This seems like the boat we're on right now, and Zero is the crazy guy who's collecting the Titanic
Soon enough, the guy
memorabilia.
wanted the Titanic itself. Which was impossible, of course. It's stuck at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean.
And he grew up to be James Cameron.
Apparently the Britannic was the actual sister ship it also
But
sank.
the
But they're
gigantic
cursed.
wasn't.
This
this-
is cursed.
this is-
That is cursed.
This is one of three.
They were originally going to
So
call
you're
it the
saying
Gigantic.
this Lord Gourdane
That name
bought this
sucks.
ship?
Yeah, at least I think I am.
That's impossible. No way we're in some boat that's almost 100 years old.
Pipe down. Just pay attention. What, that's it?
That means we
Well, you got
probably
proof?
are not on the sea. We probably are actually landlocked and just trapped in this ship.
Proof?
Proof that this ship is really the Gigantic.
Well,
Surely it says USS Gigantic on goddamn everything. I mean, it's a ship.
this ship's got stuff that's like the Titanic and a hospital ship. So, I just figured.
Oh, for goodness. Don't tell me that's your only reason.
That's pretty good reasoning.
I
I don't know why he knows any of this.
I absolutely think he has the most logical theory of what's going on compared to her morphogenetic engine theory and our girlfriend's dead mummy ice astral projection theory. Look for the bell, yeah.
No, I've got more.
Like?
Well, I mean, I don't know.
I guess your memory isn't back yet, is it?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Hey, whoa, wait a minute. Memory isn't back?
Yeah.
Your point being?
Wait, was I the only one that didn't know? Why?
Oh, yeah, I guess I didn't tell you, huh? I told the rest of them before we ran into you on the stairs. I told them I couldn't remember a damn thing from before I woke up.
What?
I thought we'd been through this. I thought everybody has amnesia. Like,
Like, he doesn't remember anything.
oh.
A bell.
It sounds like the clock.
I mean,
in the
we
main
at least
stairway.
kind of remember, like, we remember June and stuff.
Ninja raid.
11.
Hey, Ninja!
12. 12.
That means we only have
It's midnight.
6 hours left? I don't know.
Then we've still got 6 hours left, right?
We don't have any time to screw around.
Crunch, crunch, crunch. This isn't an ASMR stream.
Let's get going. We gotta find the missing parts for the Reds.
Hey, thanks. Thanks, Jeremy, for hosting us.
What do you mean, find? How on earth do you propose we do that?
We've looked everywhere in this room. That only leaves one place to look.
One?
Well, not just one.
That's not what he said.
It's not what he said.
Wait. Don't tell me you mean we need to search all of the other rooms.
Don't freak out. We've already searched 4 of them.
4 rooms?
We just have to split up the rest between the 8 of us. If each of us can do 6 rooms apiece, we'll have the other 48 rooms cleared in no time.
If only.
There are 48 other rooms?
Maybe?
All right, so everyone knows which area they're searching?
Yeah, the boat.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're on a boat.
We'll all meet up when the clock goes off again. How
So
about
we
in
have
that
an
room
hour.
with all the beds?
Yeah. Sounds straightforward enough.
I'll shout if I find any of the components we need.
I hope we can find them within the time limit.
If we can't, then we'll just have to come up with another plan.
Right.
Then let's do this.
All right, we get to search some rooms. I'm sure we're gonna get locked into at least one of them. Or all of them.
It's a 1. I better get back to the others.
Oh, we're just gonna skip that whole section. Very Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Huh?
Huh?
What are they doing over there? What happened,
We're also
guys?
missing one, I think.
Jumpy, look!
Vacant? Come on, guys. Who was it? I thought we were supposed to yell if we found it.
Well,
What the hell? What is up with you guys?
Well, that's the thing. We don't know.
You don't know?
When I got back, it was already like this. There was no one else here. That means I was the first one back, but the missing parts were already back in the red.
What? Let me see.
So he just literally... he just literally wasted an hour of our time.
Yep.
Like, Zero is just like, I'm just gonna make it so you can't progress at all for another hour. Like, have a good time. And then I'll turn everything back on. Good luck.
You're right. It's in there. What about the other two?
They're the same.
Let me take a look.
He just doesn't
It's just
take
as you
anybody's
said.
word for it, does he?
All right, I just want to be sure here. Nobody has any idea what the hell happened here, right?
Correct.
None.
Clover.
Wait a minute.
We're missing
Where's
one.
Snake?
Yeah.
Does that mean that he found them?
All of
I've
them?
no idea.
By himself?
There's nothing to suggest it, but nothing to suggest he didn't either.
Blind?
I don't suppose we'll know until we can ask him in person.
Well, whatever he
Where
did
is
or
he?
didn't do, he's pretty damn late. What the hell is he up to?
Maybe
Snake!
he's lost.
Yeah, well, that seems likely. Dude can't see. I don't know how he gets around in the first place.
Orphogenic
I love
fields.
that. It's fine. The game runs on anime time.
No! That's impossible!
Haha. Wait.
Yeah, my brother's blind, but he's got really great hearing. He can get around as well as anyone who can see. So he couldn't get lost. That's impossible. I'm gonna go look for him.
Brother. I just noticed that her
hold on,
earmuffs are
Clover.
cheetah.
Wait. Well, that didn't work. Damn it. What should we
She's
do now?
apparently a minor.
Well, the red is working now.
I don't know how we're supposed to know that, but
No, we're not leaving two
mean,
people behind.
all these girls
we should
seem
go
12.
Look for them.
So, but I don't feel like they're supposed to be. Like, she seems like she's 50 just by nature of being adult shaped.
Oh man, this ain't good.
Oh, yes, what an excellent idea. We just wasted a bunch of time looking for some piece of electronic junk. Now let's waste some more by looking for a couple of idiots.
Then remain here if you feel you must, but there's no time. We've only 5 hours left.
I mean, only 5 of us can be spared in the end because of the rules. So if one of them just decides to piss off and, like, die, it's less of a hard decision that I have to make later.
Let's split up.
All right, I'll take
here
this
assuming the
direction.
rules don't change.
Then I shall look that way.
I'll be over here.
See you all later.
All right, we should go too.
Yes, let's go. But where should we start?
Let's just go to the end of the game.
Ooh, the casino. I don't want to go back to the hospital room. First class cabin. Let's go to the casino.
How
Play
about
some
the
craps.
casino on B deck?
Okay, let's go, Jumpy.
Maybe like the roulette.
Hey,
maybe
what do you
like
think
the
you're
slots
doing?
pulled him in and he just couldn't tear himself away and he got distracted.
Well, we know he knows dice games.
Isn't it obvious? I'm looking for Snake.
I'm just not seeing it.
Really? Maybe you need to look harder.
I don't think that's the problem.
Oh, by the way, I've got a proposal for you two. Care to hear it?
It's just more about more astral projection. We do not have time for this. Ah, fine.
What is it?
Well, I don't like to beat around the bush, so I'll get right to it. Why don't we team up?
Team up?
Yeah. What? You need me to explain it to you? I'm saying, why don't we go through a numbered door?
Even if we wanted to, that's impossible.
Why?
Jumpy's bracelet number is 5, mine is 6, and yours is 8. Our digital route would be 1. But there's no number 1 door in the large hospital room. The only doors there are 3, 7, and 8.
So we would need, who's 2? Clover? No, she's 3.
She's 4.
She's 4. Silver?
Silver's 3.
We'd need Silver.
Then we add another person.
Huh?
Because his name's Santa.
Who?
Yeah.
What? Isn't that easy? 7.
Or 7, yeah.
Oh, if we add 7, 5 plus 6 plus 8 plus 7, the digital root of 26, 2 plus 6 equals 8. Wait a minute. What about the other 4? Ace, Snake, Santa, and Clover.
Well, why don't you add them up?
1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 equals 10, and 1 plus 0 equals 1. The digital root for those 4 would be 1.
That's right.
And you know the number 1 door isn't in the big hospital room, right?
Of course I know that.
No! Are you saying you'd leave them behind?
Of course not. What kind of woman do you think I am? Once we get off the ship, we could come back and rescue them, couldn't we?
Honey.
Then we wouldn't really be leaving them behind.
Honey.
I like that.
Don't try to lie to us. I don't think you do anything of the sort.
Really? Why do you think that?
You remember, don't you? We have less than 5 hours left. Even if we manage to escape, there's no way we could come back to rescue them in less than 5 hours.
Also, we would need to have a digital root of 9, which we don't. Because it would be me. Wait, what number am I again? 5? So 7 plus 5 is 13. Plus 6 is 19. 10, 1. So even if we ditched her, and me and her and 7, if we ditched June, what is she again? What is a lotus? 8? 8, right?
Yeah.
8 plus 5 is 13. Plus 7 is 20, so that's 2. So, I mean, it's not 9. Like, no matter what way we add ourselves up.
Well, you never know until you try.
No, you're not thinking this through.
Junpei's about to explain that.
Even if we brought 7 with us, we wouldn't be able to get off the ship. The 4 of us couldn't open door 9. It is hidden.
I know.
Seek a way out.
Junpei, we are always a step
Yeah,
ahead of
that's
you,
right.
sweetie.
The digital root for the 4 of us would be 8, so we'd have to add Ace to make 9.
That's right. Unless we bring Ace too, we'll be stuck.
Oh. Well, that's unfortunate.
Well, we might be able to, because 7 and 8 is 15, 20, 26 is 8. So, is there no 9 currently in the other room? No, there wouldn't be, because there's only one of every number door.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
That's all you have to say?
Well, let's try and find another way, okay? A way to get out of here with all 8 of us.
That's impossible. Are you being serious?
Charlie. 7-Eleven is open 24 hours, except in a leap year, which the second month has 29 days.
And you do know that only 5 people, at most, can go through one of the numbered doors, right? The number 9 isn't going to be an exception to that rule. Regardless, at least 3 people will get left behind.
Huh?
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
No. Wait just a second.
His conscious is talking.
You're
Yes,
skipping
it's
over a really big
his
detail.
thought bubble.
Is that really okay? That means 3 people will die in the end. Are you okay with that?
No.
That's just...
You think I could have a moment alone? There's
I
some
just had
things
one.
I need to think about.
That didn't turn out to be a very pleasant conversation.
Yeah. Well, regardless, let's just focus on finding Snake for now, okay?
Back to the
Yes,
casino.
You're right. We can think about those other things later.
Yeah. All right. Where should we go next?
Oh, we did not.
Oh, that was the casino.
Well,
she
let's
was in
just
it.
keep,
Okay.
Stay on this
First
floor, I
class
guess.
cabin.
Let's go take a look at the first class cabin. It's really
I
close.
guess what we're really doing is just going and having conversations with a lot of different people who keep trying to turn us to their side. What should Junpei do? Let's talk to her.
Are you all right?
Hold on, guys. There we go.
Look, I know you're really worried, but
Alone. Alone.
Hmm?
I said leave me alone!
Okay, child.
You're so annoying! Just go away and leave me alone! Just looking at you guys is pissing me off!
All right,
Go
pigtails.
away, okay? Just go somewhere else! Stop bothering me! Why are you still here?
I think she's
Did you hear
deflecting.
me?
I think she's also projecting.
Huh? Fine, forget it. If you aren't gonna leave, then I'll just...
all right. Let's go, June.
Yeah.
That was unproductive.
We really need to find Snake, for Clover's sake. So, where do you think we should go next?
Back to the casino. No, we'll go to the hallway with all the large rooms.
Hey, why don't we go back to C deck? We can take a look at that hallway with all the rooms.
Okay, let's get going then.
Oh, it's Ace.
Oh.
Hey, Snake! Where are you?
Snake!
Answer me if you're there!
He's got the right idea.
Yeah, I mean,
Let's go.
let's progress the
Hello
story.
there. Snake is... Well, that's obvious, isn't it? I assume you haven't found him yet?
Yeah, doesn't seem like you're having any luck either.
I really wonder where he could have gone.
Well, wherever he's disappeared to, we must find him as quickly as we can. For Clover's sake.
We are all on the same page, Dad.
Right.
Why are you blushing at what he said? Don't... June, he's like our
By
dad.
the way, do you think Clover and Snake are really siblings?
No, I don't. Not at all. You guys picked up on that too?
Why would you say that?
She's looking at me like, Junpei, what? Like, Junpei, you have not shared with the class.
Why? Well, it's obvious, isn't it?
It's obvious. They're fucking.
They don't look alike at all.
Yes.
Yeah,
No,
that's-
Now that you mention it, they don't.
Yeah, that's clearly the main reason. It's because her hair is dyed pink. It just throws me all off.
Oh, I mean, I pointed out that they've got different skin tones.
Yeah.
They've got.
Still, there are a great many siblings who do not look like one another.
I mean, they could be adopted siblings.
Yeah, that's about the best.
You know, that could be the the thing, but I still think they fucking.
It certainly isn't rare. At any rate, we really must find Snake as soon as possible. The clock is ticking. We really can't afford to waste any time. Very well.
It could be
Let's get
step
back to the
siblings,
search,
yeah.
shall we? You can leave this area to me.
All right.
But if they were just like step siblings or adopted siblings, why would the game be like, yo,
Yo,
you're on the right track with that. You're on the right track with that thought that they're not siblings.
Let's go, Jumpy.
Something about that was... I'll think on it later. Like Ace said, finding Snake is our top priority.
Something about that was, oh, I did not read this room right. Junpei like, hey, yo, so them siblings, they're not really siblings, right? And everybody in the room is just like, what? It's just like the meme of the confused guy like, Junpei, what?
All right.
No, we did not
Where
think
should
that.
we go next?
The only place we haven't been is the large hospital. If we get back there and Snake is just like, hey guys, where have you been? This is gonna just be so annoying.
Why don't we go back to the big hospital room?
Okay, let's go then.
Hey, wait. That's
Oh, it's Santa.
Oh, I thought he was dead.
Santa?
Eh.
He's just like leaning against his door.
What are you doing?
What? You can't tell? I'm checking out the red.
Why? Is there something bothering you?
What? It's not bothering you?
Huh?
The guts of this red. Why wouldn't you wonder who the hell put it back in here?
Yeah, that's true. Well, I'm curious too, but
What if Snake lied about what the Braille said?
Why would he have lied about what the Braille said?
Because
I mean, Snake could be zero. That is a possibility.
because he says that.
What if he's not even really blind? But no, that could be a thing. Like maybe he's
Like,
actually zero, and him
the
and
Braille was
Clover-
given to him in order to have an advantage to compensate for his blindness.
Supposedly, but that just makes
Supposedly.
him look sympathetic.
Yes,
it could be
but
very possible that
I'm
he
just saying that he could have lied about what the Braille said because
it gave him an advantage. Well, still, he could be the Joker, and Clover could be Harley Quinn. And they're actually a couple pretending to be siblings, and they're just the masterminds of all this. I don't know. We'll see. I think it's real sketchy that he's not here.
Who do you think did it?
I don't know.
Well, What about you, Junpei? Who do you think fixed this thing for us?
I think it was the ghost of Amon-Ra. Lotus, Snake. I don't think it was Lotus. Zero, someone other than the 8 of them. I mean, it could be the rat man that lives in the walls, I suppose.
You were so scared of the rat man.
I was so scared of Rat Man when I played Portal. It so creeped me out that there was just like the writings on the walls hidden between the puzzles. And I thought that Rat Man was actually a character that you would encounter. It's like when you don't want to go up into your own attic or whatever because you're afraid that the person who's been like living in your attic all the time will be up there and like stealing your, you know, ravioli like to eat off of. Like, so in Portal, I was very afraid of going into anywhere that was dark because I was afraid the Rat Man was gonna get me. And he keeps telling me, like, you never see him. He's not a character in the game. Like, he doesn't attack. This isn't a horror game. And I'm like, but he's called the Rat Man.
I mean, it's kind of a horror game in a way, but
I'm just saying. All right, so is it Ratman, Zero, Lotus, or Snake? I mean, it could have been Zero for sure. I don't think it was Snake. I think Snake is just off somewhere. I don't think it was Lotus, so it's definitely like Zero or Ratman. Do you think Zero has like a henchman? Or do you think it's the soft situation where Zero is one of us, or like Zero has a henchman that's one of us? I think that's more likely. So I don't think there's probably someone else on the ship. So I'm just gonna say Zero. That seems possible.
I think it was probably Zero.
Why?
What do you mean, why? Because he's the bad guy.
Isn't that obvious? He's the guy who set this whole thing up.
You don't think that should mean the opposite? Seems to me like that means he didn't do it.
No. He intentionally broke it so we would go wasting an hour of time and then come back.
Who do you think took that stuff out in the first place?
Zero.
Probably Zero.
Yeah, exactly.
But then
And why the hell would he put them back in after he'd taken them out himself? It just
puts him
doesn't
back
make
in,
sense.
he kidnaps Snake, makes us talk to each other so that we can start
Why
conspiring.
do all that work?
Yeah. I guess that makes sense.
No, it doesn't. Like, he would waste our time.
What happened then? Who put that stuff back in the Reds?
So, in other words, one of us is the person who fixed the red.
Bingo! We have a winner.
But if that's true, then the
Someone
person
lied.
who did it doesn't want the rest of us to know that they fixed it.
So is it somebody with engineering knowledge that doesn't want to let every character in this game has like a special thing that they know how to do that other people don't know how to do? Junpei's is knowing what a boat is. That's it. Her thing is astrology. Like, she know clearly. Clearly. I think Lotus said that she had she was like a scientist or something like that, so she kind of had a knowledge of that. I don't remember what Santa's was, and I don't remember what like Ace and Seven's were. Seven seems to just kind of like know things.
7 looks like he picks things up and puts them down.
But then Snake's was the reading of the Braille. So it is possible that one of these characters is mechanical, but for some reason is trying to keep that close to the vest because they don't want to have that be they want to get out on their own.
Yeah,
But why?
no idea. Maybe if they come clean on that, it means we'd find out something else. Something bad.
Something bad?
Dunno. But whatever it is, it's gotta be worth hiding. Of course, it could have something to do with Snake's disappearance.
They took out Snake so that their number would be useful for the
You think
last
maybe
door.
they did something to Snake?
It's possible.
Yeah. Look, if you
What's up,
trust
Charlie?
anybody in this
They're
game,
on a boat.
you're gonna lose. You've gotta be careful.
But what's a nonary
You
game?
trust
What's
the
a
most.
nonary game? That was the other
The one who
question.
stabs
What's
you
a
in the
nonary game?
And that's that, I guess.
I guess we go back to the casino.
Or you can be finished.
Well, she said she needed a moment. We could
Let's
go
go
back
take a
and
look
maybe
around
talk
the
to
casino.
her.
Okay.
There's no one here. Let's try somewhere else.
All right, so
We could go back to the hallway.
We could go back to Ace, I guess. Yeah, we can't go back to talk to Clover. She kicked us out.
Let's go back downstairs and check out that hallway with all the doors.
Probably nothing, but you never know.
Oh, nobody's here. Let's look somewhere else.
But where?
Back to the hospital room.
Why don't we
Oh,
go
now we
back to
can
the
go back
big
to the first class
hospital room?
cabin.
Okay, let's go then.
So weird.
I don't think anyone is here. What next?
Let's take a nap.
Take a nap and then only have an hour left.
Snake hasn't been anywhere we've searched. And we can't keep looking for him. Wherever he is, it's not here. We need to get moving.
We don't got a choice. Lotus is right. We're not gonna find Snake. There's a
Seven
problem,
killed him.
though. We've got to figure out who's gonna go through which door.
Yes, I have a proposal. Why don't we decide on one person to sacrifice?
Lotus, she's gotten so savage in this episode. She's just immediately like, which one of you do we murder?
Sacrifice?
Well, perhaps that's a bit of a harsh word, but yes, you've all figured it out by now, haven't you? We can't all make it through those doors. If we split into 2 teams of 4 and 3 people respectively, then 3 people will be left behind.
7. Wait, what? No, that doesn't work. That's 10 people. There's only 7 of us.
If we split into 2 teams of 5 and 2 people respectively, then 2 people will be left behind.
That's 9. But
I think there's no group of 3 that the code would work for the door.
But if we split into 2 groups of 3 and leave one person out, then only one person will be left behind.
yeah, but wouldn't we just leave behind? Oh, well, yeah, no, Snake doesn't count. I'm not sure about that. I don't like that math. That math don't work.
2 people get left behind if we split into 5 and 2.
But that would just be Snake and then the 9th man.
1 person is left behind if we split into 3, 3, and 1. I got that part. You can't go through the numbered doors with any less than 3 people. But if we split into 4 and 3, then why do 3 people have to be
Yeah,
left
math
behind?
doesn't work because that's 10, and then like we never had 10.
Just run the numbers. Let's say we go through door 7 with 1, 4, 5, 6. Who's left over?
That would be 3, 7, 8.
And what's the digital root for that?
3 plus 7 plus 8 is 18, so add 1, 8, 9.
Exactly. But door 9 isn't here, right? That means 3, 7, 8 won't be going anywhere. That was just an example, of course. There are a lot of different combinations, but the result will always be the same. It doesn't matter which 4 it is. The 3 that are left over can't go through any of the doors. Go ahead and calculate it if you have the time. You'll see. Anyway, that's
Math.
how it is.
Ugh.
Now, if we can get back to my proposal, we only have to sacrifice one person if we split.
She's
into
right. I
3
think we should
3
vote off Lotus.
Oh my god.
Then you're saying we got to decide who's gonna stay behind.
Yes, we do. Given our circumstances, it's logically and morally the best solution.
Nose goes.
If the other 6 are to survive, then one person has to sacrifice themselves.
No, that's too cruel.
What's so cruel about it?
To just sacrifice someone like that?
Then what's your plan? Maybe we should sacrifice 2 people instead of just 1.
That's not what I meant. We shouldn't sacrifice anyone.
I told you, that's impossible. Wake up.
Wake up,
Whoa,
sheeple.
Calm down, you two. Look, what Lotus is trying to say is you should aim to bring the greatest amount of happiness to the greatest amount of people, right?
Exactly. That's how democracy works. And for that reason, I think the only
Kinda.
fair way to decide who will be sacrificed is through a vote.
Who gets voted off the island?
What do you think?
They're all gonna vote me off the island, aren't they? Nobody likes Junpei.
I don't think Junpei
No.
brings anything to the
I don't
table.
think he does.
I'm not asking you. Shut up. What about you, Sam?
She's gonna vote for June.
Me?
All right, that's one vote.
I'm
for.
not
Count to
asking
5.
you.
Shut up.
We should have a vote on if we should vote.
7.
can't say I agree with you, but we don't exactly have a choice. If we don't do something, we're all gonna die.
Huh, glad to see you again. If I can get one more vote. then
Because
it's
choosing
decided.
not to choose, you've still
What
made a
about you,
choice.
Clover? Hey, Clover. Your brother has to be behind one of the numbered doors. We've searched everywhere, but we didn't find him. Doesn't that mean he has to have gone through one of them somehow?
He couldn't have.
Let's go look for him together, okay? If we sacrifice one person, then we can go look for him. You agree with me, right?
Lotus is really manipulative. I'm starting to think she's that ghost mummy.
Okay.
That's why she's dressed like this.
Oh, she's the scientist, isn't she?
Emotion carries.
She's like a scientist or something, yeah.
She's also a
Now,
pathological liar.
let's start a vote
so-
too.
That won't be necessary.
I liked her at first, but she's gotten really manipulative and stuff. I don't know.
I will stay. That should solve our problem.
Of
yes?
course, Ace is self-sacrificing. He's Gambit.
Ace, what are you saying? No.
I'm the
you
only one
can't
here
do
with
that.
gray
That
hair,
won't
so-
solve anything.
Let the children live. Why don't we all vote for Lotus? Like, make her plan super backfire. She should sacrifice herself.
June, I'm afraid you may have misunderstood me. I said I would stay, but I never said I would sacrifice myself.
Huh?
I trust you. Each and every one of you.
Except Lotus.
I believe you'll come back for me.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. There's optimistic, and then there's just nuts.
Well, he has hair.
Those doors only go one way. You go in, you don't come out. If we go through them.
You won't be able to return, correct?
Yeah.
True, but that will not be the case once you've escaped from the ship.
I don't believe at all in this. Once you get off the ship, you're going to return with a fighter jet, blow off the top, and save whoever is here. Like, I don't buy it. I don't believe you. Hieroglyphics or it didn't happen.
What?
Please, I beg you. Once you've escaped, come back and rescue me. Ideally, within the time limit Zero has given us.
So that I do not drown.
No, that's ridiculous. There's no way we could get back in time. We've only got 5 hours left.
Probably like 4.5 at this point.
We don't even know where the hell we are. How on earth are we gonna find someone to come and rescue you?
Then, perhaps you would prefer to stay instead of me?
No, because there is no rescue
Or
plan.
perhaps you would be willing to leave June behind? You see, there's no other choice. Then I see we've come to our conclusion.
See, he sounds like Optimus Prime.
Don't worry yourselves about me.
His name is Ace, which is Prime. So he's going to kill himself.
Go, quickly.
Thought we were gonna vote on Lotus being the one to stay behind.
Let's accept his kind offer then.
Good. I think this is the best for me.
The best for you.
Perhaps I'll be able to take a nap. It may be my age, but I get tired so easily these days.
Alright. I don't think I want to team up with Lotus again. I think we're gonna avoid whoever her team is. She's sketchy.
Well, what are you waiting for? We're wasting time. Why don't we hurry it up?
You're right. We should
Well, I
get going.
am concerned about
That's
this
all we can
math
do right
thing.
now.
I love this. Ace just doesn't want to deal with these people anymore. He's just like, I'm old. I don't like people. You guys leave.
7.
Seriously. Honestly, I was getting kind of sick of listening to you guys talk.
You too, Santa? I have to find my brother. Wait, all of you. Let's just calm down and think about this. There has to be a way to get everyone out. There has to be. Right, Jumpy? Say something.
Yeah, let's think. There's gotta be another way.
Is this the part where we
Fine.
need math?
Forget about it. I'll figure it out on my own.
Yeah, you go over there and do math and you come back in an hour and we don't have to figure it out ourselves.
Ace! Come on, Ace. Please stand up. You can't give up yet.
This reminds me of Atreyu trying to pull Artax out of the swamp of
The
sadness.
swamp of sadness.
Artax, no! right, Artex!
We just have to sit down together and think about this. We'll figure out a way that we can all get out of here.
6 is 11.
5 plus 6 plus 1 plus 3. Ugh.
I think he died.
Ace!
Did he just die?
What happened? Ace, say something.
I'm all right.
Why did he suddenly age 30 years?
How are you all right?
This.
A syringe?
I've already taken the poison.
Oh my god. What is that called? Soporil. Something.
Soporil beta.
Soporil beta.
What does this do?
Probably kills him.
Did you use this?
Yes. It's just anesthetic. I'll be fine.
Anesthetic?
I found it earlier.
I just found this random vial of anesthetic and I was like, finders keepers.
While we were searching the hospital rooms, I thought it might be useful later.
Then why did you use it? You never know. We might have needed that for an escape room puzzle or
He
something.
said he was gonna take a nap.
I didn't think I'd be using it on myself.
I definitely thought I was going to use it on one of you.
Why did you do this?
Didn't I tell you? I'd like to take a nap. I really am. Very tired.
He's just like...
Ace.
Hmm? Is there something you want to say?
I don't think those two are siblings. Please tell me your actual opinion on this.
I just like to sleep a little.
No, don't.
I know
Ace,
that for Buck.
Don't fall asleep.
You feel warm.
Okay, Ace, you don't need to be weird about it.
Comfortable.
You're being weird.
I think I'll have a nice dream.
He's trying to get it so that his watch will come off so he can still have his number.
Oh! Ah, yes, we forecasted that last time. That the whole other thing with the wrists, the watches, is that they either come off when you die or they come off when your heartbeat reaches 0, which, if you take a sleeping medication like that, you could feign death.
Or die.
Or actually die, and his watch might come off. That might be the trick.
That way they can use his number on other doors
And he can also travel with them, even though...
No, I think he might still explode.
Let's get him up on a bed.
He's not coming with us. He's sleepy.
Well, we really don't have a choice now. We can't let his sacrifice go to waste. Right?
Like you even mean that.
You say something?
No, that was definitely inside my head.
Yeah.
Did not mutter
We're not
that
done
under my
choosing
breath.
yet, are we?
Oh crap, I didn't go into the blue
What do you
warpy
mean?
space to
Well,
talk.
we haven't decided who's going in what door.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Enough of this screwing around. Let's decide.
Team not Lotus.
You first, Lotus.
We
Which
all
door
have
do
to go
you
through
want?
the door, don't we?
Two teams, though.
I want the same number as my bracelet number.
Got it. You're 8. You're next 7. Which one do you want?
I'll take 7. I can't get along with that old lady.
Yeah, I agree. I want to be on his team.
What? What did you just say?
Yeah, you're like 50 in anime terms.
Who, me? I didn't say nothing.
Oh, you're gonna get it next time.
All right. Who's next? Junpei, which door do you want?
Oh, we could go through the third? No, that doesn't work. That's gonna start an argument. I want to be with 7.
That's gonna start an argument.
I think I'm gonna go with door 7.
Okay. 7 it is.
So 7 plus 5 is 12, so right now we're at 3. So we need a 4th person. We would need Clover with us. Ugh, that kind of sucks. But I didn't have 7 and Clover last time, so this will allow me to get to know them a little better. I kind of don't care if June comes.
Yeah. All right then. That means June's got to go through 8.
What? Why?
What?
If the 6 of us are gonna keep going without leaving anyone behind, there are only 3 ways we can do it. Have 3, 5, and 8 go through 7, and 4, 6, and 7 go through 8.
3, 5, and 8. So that would be me, Lotus, and San.
4, 5, and 7 go through 7.
So I could go with Lotus and
3,
San.
6, and 8 go through 8.
Lotus and San, Clover and
4,
7.
3, 6, and 7 go through 7. And 4, 5, and 8 get 8.
Or Clover and Lotus. Well, I think Clover and 7 is the best of those scenarios still.
There are no other combinations. In other words, 3 and 4 and 7 and 8 can never go through the same doors. You get it now?
Oh no. You're saying we aren't gonna see each other again for a long time.
That's what I was thinking of, Charlie. Thank you. I was like, where's the counting coming from? I know I'm quoting something, but I can't remember. Clue.
Hey, come on.
It also makes me think of Mad World when they're talking about how they can split money.
You get 1 share for being a person. You get 1 share for having a car. You get another share for being a person in the car. 1 share for going down to look at the body.
We gotta split up, but only for a while. This
Yeah,
is
1
just
share
like
for
when
being a
we went
person,
into
1
the
share
4
for
and 5
being a car,
doors,
1
remember?
share for being in a family, and
We got split up then too, but we all met back up. I'll bet 7 and 8 are just like that.
You mean they're connected somewhere?
Yeah, probably.
Thank you, Charlie. It was driving me nuts too.
Probably.
And I'm sure they're gonna connect somewhere.
Why? What makes you think so?
If they don't, then neither team can get through door 9. In other words, the game would end right here. Zero's been on top of his shit so far. I don't think he'd blow it now.
Yeah, I mean, it's gotta be winnable, right?
I'm damn sure that son of a bitch wants to have his fun as long as possible.
My Jesus.
they're down here.
He's not gonna end this game until we get through the 9 door.
And then he's gonna shoot us all.
And then he's gonna shoot us. Yeah. Until the sequel, when we're all resurrected as mummies, and then we have to do the whole game over again, but we're like...
Well, you do know there's a sequel, so...
But we're
It's just
ghosts.
probably not.
Everything's gonna be fine. We're gonna see each other again. I promise.
But there's no way you and I are both going through the 9 doors, so we gotta
Yes.
figure this out.
Promise?
You guys are done, right?
I thought he said dumb.
Anyway, that's pretty much it.
Probably right.
Clover and I will both go into separate groups. I figure I'll take 8 and Clover can take 7. Any
The
problems with
answer
that,
is
Clover?
blue because aliens don't like
Whatever.
tacos. I see we're using the Chewbacca
All right,
defense.
we're ready to go then. Let's move.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's go.
We got a big strong man with us, we'll be fine.
It's open.
It's open.
Let's do this!
And
Oh, that's right, we gotta find this
Yeah,
thing
you
in
don't
like
wanna
88
explode.
seconds. Or else we get a game over. Alright. Time to put on a keyboard.
Hurry!
Hooray! I mean,
June.
Hey, you're wasting my time! I'm gonna blow up!
What the hell are you doing, Junpei?
Girl, bye!
Only 81 seconds left. No time to waste, guys. Let's get moving.
Look! The door on the left! I can see the dad!
That was easy.
wow.
Oh, really easy, okay. When they first explained that we only had 88 seconds to get to the dead in all of these rooms,
You thought it was going to be the whole puzzle of...
I thought that literally they were going to give us an escape room that we had to solve in 88 seconds, Saw style, and that it was going to be a nightmare. It's always just cutscene, here's a thing, and then you just go through the door.
And then there's escape rooms afterwards.
And then there's escape rooms afterwards that aren't timed. This may change. I mean, they might throw that at us later, but...
It stopped. This is the second time we've gone through one of these numbered doors, but whew, you never really get used to it.
I would have thought a guy your size would have bigger balls than that.
What? What the hell did you just say? Say it again! I dare you!
You have no...
You little... You wanna die?
I'd like to see you try.
She takes like a stance like she's about to throw a laser at him.
She's taking a stance like they're about to start a Yu-Gi-Oh duel.
I feel like
Hey,
they're
calm
gonna.
down, guys. This isn't the time.
The music
for
is gonna start.
this.
Dun 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 dun.
It's not gonna do us any good. Wait here for a minute, all right? I'm gonna go see if there are any other doors.
We just came through this door. And of course it's shut tight.
You sound so frustrated.
Ah, doors.
There's a short
How do they
hallway
work?
on the left here, and an iron wall. I doubt I can get through it.
This door's the only option we've got, right?
Yeah, looks like it.
Hey, something's
Y'all
written
have threatened
on
to
the
kill
door.
each other. I'm gonna walk over here and leave you two alone. So
I'm gonna go walk over here, point out to myself, this is the door we came in through, and then walk back.
On that iron plate.
It says operating room. If this thing's telling the truth, there could be body parts inside here.
he sounds excited.
I mean, if this really is a 100-year-old hospital ship that has had no people on it and has basically become a marooned museum, then probably not.
Well, this is
If it's a
probably
maroon
not going to
museum,
be
though,
pleasant.
it's probably been used for more than just one Nonary game, right?
That's true. We are probably not the first Nonary game.
Well, there's no point to standing around. Might as well go in and see what's waiting for us.
Philip points out, could be mummies.
What's wrong?
No, it's nothing. Let's just go.
Why?
Oh, we get to pull back the curtains.
What the hell is this?
It's an
Why don't
operating
we
room.
take a look?
I think we're in an operating room.
Hey, Clover.
What?
Clover! Hey, what's wrong?
It's a mannequin.
What the hell is this?
It's a mannequin.
Is this a corpse?
Is this a corpse?
We should probably take a closer look.
Yeah.
That's
This is
definitely just a mannequin.
What the hell?
Kalima.
It's just a huge doll or something.
Doll?
Are we gonna get to play Operation?
I think Clover's got that afraid of human-looking things
You're right. It's only a doll.
phobia.
Man, it really scared me.
Well, I guess it would have been weird if you actually had any balls.
Shut it! Don't you start with me, fatty.
I hate her so much. What happened between you two on that other side of that room?
Oh, what's this? You want a piece of me, short stuff?
Yeah, bring it on, you whale!
Hey, guys, not again, okay? Seriously, knock it off.
Jumpy's like, why do I have to be the adult here?
Jeez. Anyway, looks like he's got something the two of you could stand to have a little more of.
Hair.
Heart.
Talking about a heart.
Oh. Toes.
Oh, this? You mean on his chest?
Yeah.
Why would there be a heart in a doll?
It's an operating doll. To learn.
I don't think it's a doll.
Do you think maybe it's like a medical mannequin or something?
Yeah.
Or maybe it's got more personal uses?
No.
Anyway, how about we take a look around this place?
Okay.
Sure thing.
What's this aloe nonsense? Oh look, it's more. Seek a way out.
I always hear that in the Haunted Mansion voice.
Thy next foe is.
The operating theater. Alright. Check this out.
Oh, you can just press
Hey!
Z to save.
Huh?
Z to save.
Yeah. Alright. Let's do the end.
I wish it would do something.
I know. No. I wonder what this thing is. It says Kig on the display. You think maybe it's a scale?
No, I think it's a balance.
These dolls are really kind of creepy, you know? Hey, it says something here. John. You think that's this doll's name? Maybe. This thing is creepy. Wonder why it's on the bed.
It's tired.
As opposed to on the ceiling? I mean... We're not gonna look at what's under there? Alright. Hi. Carl. A medical mannequin with its guts showing. Ew. Gross. Hey, Junpei. There's a slit in this thing's chest. Sure is. There's something in there. Maybe we can get it out. Grunt. Damn it. Stinking thing won't budge.
When you say there's a thing in the chest, do you mean a lung?
Well, I guess you can't use force on this one then. We need something small that can fit into that little hole. Alright, so we're gonna need like a knife or something. Alright.
Pick one.
Pick one!
I think that one looks movable.
A lot of surgery stuff. Some scalpels, few pair of forceps, couple syringes. All of it's too rusty to be useful. There's a scalpel here that looks new. That one.
Oh, it looks used.
It does.
I bet we can shove that into a chest.
You can see this thing's internal organs. If we had something that could fit into those cracks, maybe we could take out some of the organs. Well, I'm trying. Oh, there we go. Well, that must not be it. Alright. A lot of different medications, hard to tell them apart. Whole bunch of bottles, they all look like medicine, they got labels, but they're big medical words that I don't understand because I'm Junpei. What if one is a laxative? Yeah! No! That's my theory from last week, we should just shit out the bombs. Pretty sure every one of us has had the same idea. There you go, Kim, you're valid. You crap out the bombs you're putting us. Unfortunately, damn it, I don't know what medicine does what here. I'm sure one of them will make you poop. Just try them.
If you are in the ocean, you should just be able to drink the water.
Drink the water. That'll do it. There's a boiling thingy over here. There's nothing on the lid or in the drawers. Ah, fake chest. Can we use the scalpel on that? Okay, nope. Voila! Ah!
You could probably fit the chest there.
Yeah. Another medical mannequin. By the looks of it, this one's a chick. She's a name too, Lucy. Poor thing. They were supposed to gather her parts. Alright. Cool. This bed doesn't look very comfortable. Lucy's head and left arm are sitting on the bed. Maybe something will happen to gather all of her body parts. Oh, well, I guess, like, we'll assemble her,
off-screen.
Off-screen, yes. Use these for surgery. Let's see. Syringes, cups, a plate. There's a sort of scissors-ish thing. Scissors-ish thing could be what we use in the chest. Oh wait, what about here? It's a furnace. Nothing inside of it though. Not anything of use. All right, bruh. Scissors, yeah. Fake organ. Okay. Can we combine this with the chest? Nope. Can we cut you open? Let's try cutting this organ with a scalpel. Got an organ key. To open a drawer, probably. Alright, key. Something on the lower shelf. A thing for the boiling and sterilizing. There's nothing in the drawer. Okay.
So can we go out?
We probably can. Yeah. Preparation room. Cool, it's unlocked now. Got it. Oh, a whole nother room. Cool. Piece of paper. Some kind of medical record. File screen. I don't remember. Here we go. Medical record found in the preparation room for 2 mannequins, male John and female Lucy. Total weight and the weight of their individual parts. Okay. This is gonna have to be a weight balancing puzzle with math, isn't it? Yes, it is like we wrote the dialogue. We anticipate everything that the game is trying to tell us. Ah! So you want to get out of here? But I'm tired. I'm gonna take a nap.
It was ah.
It was ah, not ah! Okay, I got it. Well, they should have put voice acting in it if they wanted me to read it correctly. 4 different lights, each one a different color. Does this thing react to something and the lights light up? Ooh, okay.
Firing up a laser beam.
So we're gonna have to put like different lens colors and stuff on there.
Probably put something in the cup.
Yeah, got it. Science!
Colors.
It's locked. There's a red plate. Maybe we get the keys.
I bet they unlock when the light.
Yes, I agree.
So if you get the blue one,
I think that this will give you the keys.
So you'll have to open the. You'll probably have to do the red or the blue first.
Yeah.
And then you'll mix the red. But then you can only do. I guess there's sinks so you can pour them out.
Yeah. This is a light switch. Doesn't seem to be working.
Oh, it's got
This is 21.
That's a planet. Like Jupiter.
Ah. That is probably the exit. You are correct. Alright, so we're gonna need some liquids for that.
Liquids.
I think we're gonna probably come back here at the end. So, for now, we gotta find the rest of these body parts. So I wonder if we can take any of his parts off. Probably not. Doesn't seem to be a thing. Just a wooden partition, nothing special about it. If you say so.
Can you go the other way around the partition?
Maybe. Yes. Good call. Chemical room. Oh, we'll need this. This is to make those lights. Probably the pyridine. NH3.
That's ammonia.
That will definitely stink too. Pyridine is the nastiest chemical smell that you can pretty much find in a chem lab. It is difficult to describe. That's water, ya ass. See, Junpei, he's got it. Can with a spray nozzle says CO2. Can filled with carbon dioxide. Iron 1, carbon dioxide, salt 2, ammonia, water 3, ethanol, question marks. Liquid, red liquid, some kind of combination lock with a passcode. Can only enter 3 numbers. Oh, hold on. Oh, I don't know what it is yet, but this looks like this is a puzzle. So, iron, salt, and water. Salt is NaCl, which is 2. Water is H2O, which is 3. And iron is Fe, which would be 1. So...
Carbon dioxide is CO2, so 3?
There's no C, though, and there's no N, and there's no...
You only get 3 numbers, so...
Right.
If iron is 1, CO2 could be 3, because it's 3 atoms.
Oh, I was doing algebra.
I don't know what your algebra was.
I was trying to balance the equation. So, in this case, yes, we're looking more at the number of atoms. Iron is 1, salt is 2, H2O is 3. Ethanol is something OH, NaOH.
Ethanol it's organic. It's 2 carbons. CH. OH. So you got your C. You got an
COH2.
It's 2 C's, 2 carbons. C2O2H2? Well, you have to balance that out. So you've got 3 hydrogens on the first carbon.
C3.
No, you got carbon with 3 hydrogens.
Yes, we were chemists. That's why this puzzle's more manageable for us.
You got 3 carbons on the first C, and you got 3 hydrogens on the first C, and then you've got 2 hydrogens on the second C, plus the OH.
So carbon dioxide's 3, ammonia's 5, NH4. So ethanol would be
C2H.
I mean, I think it's in the room. We found ammonia and
C2H5OH, yeah. Ren's got it
probably
up there. C2H5OH.
Alright, so... Alright, so carbon dioxide is 3, ammonia is 5. You said 9?
Yeah.
That's 8. 3, 5, 8. 2, 3. Wait, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I don't know. 3, 5, 9. I didn't open it.
Ammonia's,
Is it not NH4?
it's NH3.
Ah, okay. 3, 4. 3, 4, 9. There we go. That's a good noise. Happy beeps. Got an arm. Philip's arm. Got another organ, but we don't have a scalpel to cut it open with this time.
That one's just gonna go into the chest, I think.
Yeah. Combine. Not yet. However, we can probably combine these two things. Not yet. We're just gonna have to find all the parts. Alright. Just gonna look for... This is probably all just clues for the puzzle. And not really, anything useful. I'm gonna look anyway. Okay. So I think this is just to get the arm.
You think we should go back?
Yeah, I think that's probably best. Hey, Seven, what's up?
Oh, well,
Is that a medicine bottle?
I got curious about it. Here,
Did you take the laxative?
Ethylene diamine tartrate?
yeah, that's right. CDT.
What kind of medicine is that?
It's not medicine. I think it's an industrial strength detergent.
Okay.
Why would they have something like that here?
Well, probably to clean stuff up.
Clean what up?
TA?
Fuck if I know. It looks like it's
No,
cleaned
that's
my
like
brain
a...
up.
you remember something?
Yeah. Well, I remember a story about EDT. Happened about 50
God.
years ago.
He's the history guy.
There was this factory somewhere in America making big old EDT crystals. They were making it to sell as an industrial strength cleaner, like I told you before. But a year after the factory started up, something strange started happening with the crystals they were building.
It started summoning Cthulhu, and then they started sacrificing people and covering up their recordables to appease the Eldritch monster.
Water molecules started attaching themselves to the EDT crystals. This made them into a sort of mutation of the original crystals, called a hydrate. Once the crystals turn into a hydrate, though, it's useless as a cleaner. The factory had to just dump the crystals. As a hydrate, they were useless. But it didn't end there. After that day, the same thing started happening in EDT factories everywhere, even ones nowhere near that first American factory. They'd been making crystals the same way, with the same materials and the same equipment and environment.
Morphinogenic telekinesis.
Yeah,
Now,
something like
all
that.
of a sudden, every single crystal they formed turned into a hydrate. In fact, ever since that day, no factory anywhere has been able to make a pure EDT crystal. Even in EDT research done years before, they'd never gotten a hydrate. After it happened at the first factory, it just spread. It was like, man, how do you say it?
You mean like it was infected with a virus or something?
No, not like that. It spread like wildfire. It showed up in labs that were completely isolated from the rest of the world. It even started happening to crystals that were completely sealed up. It doesn't seem like it could have been a result of this stuff coming in contact with other samples.
Then...
Well, I guess it was some sort of information. Like, the crystals were transmitting this information all across the world somehow.
Now we've got crystal skulls.
what information?
How to make a new crystal. Someone had to tell this stuff how to do it, right? Like he just whispered to the EDT in the tank, hey, if you do this, you can take in water molecules.
Yeah, seven sure knows his chemistry stuff.
God help me. I would still be a chemist to this day.
You could just whisper to them.
If I had just whispered to Black R, the dye that I spent 2.5 years trying to get right. You can be the right shade if you just want to. Maybe that's why I failed. I just didn't love it enough. I didn't play it classical music. I didn't whisper to it.
You didn't tell it to shine.
I didn't tell it, no. You do not want to split into 4 different compounds on the third reaction when we're making 60,000 pounds of you.
That's the Crawley way of raising plants.
Just screaming at them.
You will not die!
Just intimidating it.
Come on, man.
Pretty sure that's
just-
how my mom keeps her
I mean,
plants alive.
who is this someone anyway?
Someone you can't see.
A ghost did it?
Someone who exists all over the world.
You mean like
Like God? Cthulhu did it.
Oh, the devil.
Cthulhu still did it.
What are you two doing over there?
Amen Ra
Stop
did it,
wasting
or
time
whatever, the
and
mummy.
get over
Ghost
here.
of the Mummy. Yes, it was the Dreadlord Cthulhu.
Okay, we're coming.
Jeez.
Jeez.
Yeah, so anyway, that's the story.
That's the story.
Of all the things that I would do as a ghost, telling all the EDT to hydrolyze would not be
It
my
might be useful someday. Don't forget it.
purpose in life.
Information being transmitted invisibly. Could such a thing really happen?
I mean, you're transferring information to yourself invisibly in your brain.
It's the same thing as that morphogenic
crap isn't going to help me
transference or
right now.
whatever it was that...
We need to figure out how the hell to get out of here first.
Junpei has still not figured out what the Nonary Games are.
Wi-Fi.
Alright, well, we've got some chemicals now.
His story reminds me of that arc in Marvel where all of that vibranium started to fall apart.
Really?
But that was because vibranium all that was like oscillating at the same, because it's super vibrating. It turned red. Oh, we took it back?
Ah, leg. Leggy.
Okay, now the blue.
Yeah, maybe there will be a purple liquid in this next cabinet.
I imagine we're gonna mix the red and the...
Oh, well, yes, that's fair, Austin. You are very correct. Michelle, it's just colors.
I'm glad you didn't mix them first. Because I don't know how you would unmix them.
Purple. I get it. You combine the red and the blue to make... Oh, you're even slower than I am.
She's very animated at times.
Sometimes she's very mean and not happy, and then other times she's like, oh, you're the best.
It's a giant nose.
It's a stomach. But yes, you're right. Alright, I think we almost have enough pieces to go back and put Lucy together. Let's see. Alright. We have right leg. We're missing an arm, but she has this arm. Okay. Excuse me. Maybe we do combine them. I don't know. Is this the chest? Okay. Now we're gonna assemble. Yeah. There's a scale on her and there's a scale on him, and I think you have to get the weights of both of them right in order to trigger something in the room, like a key release or something. But what number? Oh, that's right, we have that guide.
Yes, we've got the guide.
Alright. So I wonder if they're gonna try to get the same weight?
You can't switch the original heads and body. Heart. I see we're doing this the
trial and error way.
Just click on things until it it works way.
Well, we can kind of see. So that's 5. Or half.
Yes, I know the paper tells us the individual weights of everything, but I think Michelle's just gonna do this.
Yeah, but I don't have a way of pulling up the paper right now. But, okay, I mean, I can look. I can look. Okay, so the arms are... Well, how am I supposed to see it?
Click off.
Ah, okay. Wow, these are, so... We have to get to about 52. So... Or 52 and a half, roughly. So like 17, 18, 19, so... Yeah. So... We want to move around 8 pounds or so around. If we do the arm, and she goes up 0.5 and he goes down 0.5. So she goes to 52.7 and he goes to 51. He would go down. So he would go down and she would go down. Is there any part of her that's heavier than a part of him. There's not.
But she's heavier in total.
But she's heavier in total. So basically, we need to lose the least amount of weight possible on him, while also, so the heart definitely has to go, because that brings him down to 51, but it brings her down to 51. Oh, just the heart? Really? Is it really that simple?
Could it really be that simple?
No, it wouldn't. It would be 51.2, 51.5. So he'd be 51 and 51.5. So then you would just switch 0.5. Probably this arm. Okay, so heart and left arm. I misread that, I think. It was 0.3, not 2.
Reset the bodies. See, those numbers aren't the same that it says on...
Ah. Oh, maybe those are the goals. Yeah, maybe that's the thing. Shish. 51.3 and 53.2. Okay, so he's got to lose 2 pounds. So we got to get him down to 51.3. All right. Okay. Everything but the heart. It was really that simple.
Aha, you were wrong about their genders.
Yes! Sorry, that was insufferable probably for you to watch us figure out. That's right, we don't want to go back.
Did that accomplish anything?
I think we might be able to leave now. Maybe I got ahead of us. Look at the scale. This is John. Oh. It's a Jupiter cake. Great. Woohoo!
Hey, hold on.
What? Do we have another
what's up?
story?
Where's Clover?
Where did she go now?
God damn it. Where the hell did she go?
We're in an escape room. Where could she have gone?
Okay, just hold on a minute. I'll go get her.
Sure thing.
Hey, Clover, what's wrong? Come on, let's get out of here. What are you doing? Did you want to come back here and say goodbye to John? Hey, Clover, can you hear me?
My brother might be dead.
Is he your brother, though?
Huh?
Your brother?
We couldn't find him.
Who's your brother? I don't know Snake.
If he's dead, I'm going to be next.
What are you talking about?
The prophecy foretold.
We're cursed.
What's wrong with you?
The family curse. Oh, yeah. Give her the 4-leaf clover I took from, what's her name?
It's in my pocket somewhere. A 4-leaf clover.
Just like you.
Hey, did you know? Each leaf means something. Hope, faith, love, and luck. That's what a
Charity, I
4-leaf
mean.
clover stands for. Take it. Use it as a good luck charm. Listen to me, Clover. No matter what happens, you can never lose hope. You have to remember what's most important, and that's to have faith and to have love. If you can remember all of those, that'll bring you good luck. Snake, I mean, your brother, He's not dead. He's alive somewhere. I'm
He's
sure.
alive in all of our
You've
hearts.
just gotta believe in that.
Just like Ace.
Ace is definitely gonna come back and be like, yeah, my heart stopped and I took off my bracelet. I got out.
Thank you.
Oh, come on. Seven's waiting for us at the exit.
Wait, before we go, there's one thing I want to ask you.
What's that?
Do you think he's my brother?
What do you think when you hear the word experiment?
Work.
Word.
What?
Oh. I guess it was just a coincidence then. I mean, that you knew about the four-leaf clover.
Look, I'm sorry. I don't want to be a jerk, but you are making less than no sense
If you
right
didn't want to be a jerk.
Oh, no. It's nothing. Just forget about it.
No, I'm not gonna
don't
forget.
give me that. You really think I could just drop this? What is this experiment you were talking about?
You promise you won't tell anyone?
Oh
No.
god.
My heart.
Oh god. The music stopped.
The music always stops when we're about to just go into some National Enquirer bullshit. So let's hear this.
Really?
Really?
I can trust you, right?
I guess.
Of course you can.
I mean, we're the main character.
then.
We're probably
I'll
getting out
tell
of the
you.
game ends.
I'll tell you what happened on this ship 9 years ago.
Were you in the Nonary Games?
Wait.
Nani?
On this ship?
Yeah, this ship. It was an experiment to test some sort of psychic thing. Communicating through these fields that you can't see.
Oh yeah, morphogenic fields. Totally familiar with it. I'm an expert.
Fields that you can't see?
Like, think about this. This is John, right? But is he really John?
I feel like we're...
I'm thinking it might be Jan.
Well, it can be John.
It could be John.
Isn't this like Locke's socks? Or the
What?
ship of Theseus?
What?
Now you've lost me.
You don't
Oh,
know?
box socks and
You haven't
those are
heard of those
both the if you
paradoxes?
change little pieces until it's completely new pieces.
Oh, right. Yes. If you
Is it still Theseus's ship if you start sailing
if you
across
replace
the world,
all of
but
the parts.
You've replaced the sail, you've replaced the bow, you've replaced everything about the boat.
If you've restored it so many times and replaced all the pieces, is it the same thing? Yes.
No.
This is the Ghost in the Shell question.
Really? Okay, well
I mean,
pay
it's also
attention
lock
then.
socks.
This is how Locke's socks works. Let's say I've got a pair of socks. They're my favorite socks. One of them gets a hole in it. What would you do if that was your sock, Junpei?
Throw it out.
Well, I'd pitch it, I guess.
But it's your favorite pair of socks.
Come on.
Yes, but
who
I'm-
loves their socks that much?
Okay, let's be honest. If it was my favorite pair of socks, I would probably just leave them in a drawer forever.
No, that's definitely what you would do.
And never wear them because I can't, but never have the heart to actually get rid of them.
That's exactly what you do.
So you know me very well.
There's like 1,000 single pairs of single lonely socks just everywhere.
But what if I find the other one day and then I don't have it anymore and then I have to throw both of them out?
It doesn't matter. Just suppose you do love them that much.
Well, I guess then I'd patch it.
But what if another hole opens?
I'd add another patch, I suppose.
What if another hole opened after that?
Then I don't like the socks
I buy
anymore.
new socks.
Another patch, I guess?
Well, let's say you just keep adding new patches until eventually the original cloth of the sock is totally gone. Once you get to that point, can you really say they're the same socks you started with?
They definitely wouldn't be my favorite anymore.
Well, that's tough. So, that's the lock socks thing?
Yeah, the ship of Theseus is
So
a
I've
lot
got
like
way
it.
more Tupperware lids than I do
The
Tupperware
ship of Theseus.
cases at this point.
If you keep fixing the damaged parts of a ship, eventually it ends up with none of the parts it started with. Can you really say that ship is the same one you started with? And what if you took all the old parts from the first ship and built another one somewhere else? Then which ship is the real ship of Theseus? The one you repaired, or the one you built with all the original parts?
Now you're getting into some real deepness.
Hey, do you think it's the same?
What's the same?
These guys. Is this John? Or is it Lucy now?
Still has John's brain.
I think it's still John.
John's head and heart are both his. But apart from those, and a single arm, the rest of his body was once Lucy's.
We're just like these mannequins.
We replace our atoms every 7 years.
Think about it. The cells in our body change every day. Old ones die and new ones are born. Maybe part of my arm is made of stuff from a fish I ate once. Or maybe part of your right side is made from a cow you ate.
But
trees
we're
are
both
made out
vegan.
of the air
If you
that we
take it
breathe
a
out of
little
ourselves.
further, those cows and fishes are made from something else too, right? That's how we're all connected. Through fields that can't be seen with the naked eye.
Those aren't fields, those are particles.
Those are
Hey.
atoms.
What the hell is taking you two so long?
We're talking about atoms.
How long are you gonna make me wait? We don't have time to screw around.
7 years for my whole body to replace itself to prove a point.
If I stand against a wall for 7
What
years,
were
will
you
my
two
atoms
doing?
slowly start to
Was
switch
this some sort of
places with the
secret meeting?
walls until I can phase
No,
through
it
it?
wasn't.
Neb says, I spent a whole class debating this a few weeks back. What'd you decide, Neb?
We were just
Just.
playing with the mannequins.
Huh?
Weird.
Let's go, Junpei.
Playing with mannequins, huh?
Yes, we discovered that they are what you thought they were. Let's move on.
Didn't know you were into that kind of thing, Junpei.
You don't know me.
You're a dick. Alright, I'm gonna open it now. Is that cool?
You don't need to keep asking, just do it, alright?
Jump scare.
Yes, but every time I try to open a door, someone gets in the way and says, "Why are you doing that?" So I'm asking ahead of
All right.
time now.
Let's get going.
Hey man, what's up with you? You're so serious, you know?
Serious?
Can't you sound more happy, you know, get a little excited?
See,
you
I try to
telling-
leave a door and someone stops me and starts talking.
Are you telling me to smile?
Jumpy, come on now.
Not really.
He just
So
ends-
morose.
He ends that with "not really."
My brother might be dead.
Or he might have been replaced with someone else.
Who isn't your brother and never was.
I'm going to be next.
I'm really...
Hell, I can.
9
after
years
hearing
ago, then
something
there was
like
an
that.
experiment here, though, that she knows about.
She never talked about the experiment.
we just
9
ended
years
up
ago, we
talking-
just ended up talking about Ship of the Theseus. What was the experiment? You never told me.
You found it!
I've connected shit.
What are
You
we...
too, huh?
I'm on the floor for some reason.
Every door in this place is locked up tight.
How about that one?
May as well give it a try.
Jumpy!
Huh?
Huh?
June?
June? And Santa? And Lotus too?
Oh, that was fast. We reunited with them.
Whoa!
Reunited.
What the hell is this?
What are you doing here?
We've reunited. You should be happy.
What? But we didn't...
Hey guys, could you come take a look at this? Look on the wall here.
You will... Oh.
A map of the ship's interior?
You will die here.
It says C deck.
So it's the map for this floor then?
Door 7. And... Door 8. Yep, they both eventually end up at this hallway.
Haven't we seen this?
Yeah, isn't that what I said? We aren't going to be split up permanently till we find door 9. We might get separated for a little while, but we'll see each other again.
Yeah, because we've played this game for 5 hours now. We kind of understand how it
Otherwise, we'll be
works.
able to open
What's a
door 9.
nonary game?
What's a notary game?
That's how the nonary game works.
What's the notary
I
game?
see.
How do you know?
Wait a sec. Hey, could this lead to...
Oh,
You've got to be kidding me.
We may as well go.
yeah.
Oh, almost forgot. We should keep this.
The map? Yeah, we've already had one and I don't know what happened to it.
Gonna open it.
I knew it. We're back.
We're all gonna have to go through 3.
In the hospital room.
So it took us in circle.
I see.
Did you want
I
to
believe
take
I
a
understand
short
what you're
break?
saying.
Yeah, just a bit. Hey,
The
Ace
6
is awake
of you
again.
split into 2 teams and went through doors 7 and 8. You solved the puzzles in the operating room and the laboratory. and then met one another in the hallway after opening your respective locked doors. At any rate, I feel a bit silly for my little show of altruism.
What a waste of time all that was.
I know I said I was sure you'd come back for me. I didn't think it would happen so soon, though.
Well, we saw each other again and we ain't dead, so I say that's good enough. Anyway, I say we get out of this creepy old place. We found the key we need.
Oh.
The key?
Ain't that what I just said? I'm talking about the Jupiter
We do
key.
have the Jupiter
We found
key.
it in the operating room. Right, Junpei?
Yeah.
Oh, the solar system keys. Actually, we found one in the laboratory too. Here.
Earth.
The Earth key.
Oh,
That might
yeah,
be
like at the
it's
beginning of the
probably better
game.
if you hold on to it. That way it won't be my fault if it gets lost.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we have
the
3
main
keys that we have to
character, I
use
guess.
Yeah. The Jupiter key that we found in the operating room.
Uh-huh.
The Saturn key
Uh-huh.
card we found in the kitchen. And the Earth key Lotus just gave me.
Thank you, June.
The Jupiter key is supposed to be for the door at the end of that long, straight hallway, right?
Yeah. If the map's right, then it connects to the central staircase. Then, next to the stairs,
Wait! What about door 3?
look, you saw the map, right? It's the same as 7 and 8. You just lead us back to the big hospital room.
Yeah, but there
But
might
it
be
probably
a
has a
key.
freaking
There's
key
no
in
point
it.
to seeing what's on the other side of that door.
There is a point. At least there is for me.
I don't think Snake would be in there, but alright.
Yeah, you're right, I'm sorry. Snake might be on the other side of door 3.
Very well.
What's
I'll be
behind
coming
door
with
number 3?
you. I've had a nice long rest.
Alright,
I think
so
it's time I
1
was up and about again.
plus 4.
1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1.
So 7, you'll help me, won't you?
Huh? Me? Damn. Well, so I'm going with you, huh?
Yes, you are.
All right, let's get moving.
Plus 4. 7.
Okay, we're heading out.
Plus 12.
Careful.
Oh,
1 plus 2.
didn't think I'd be hearing that from you, Lotus.
Don't let it go to your head. I'd be in trouble if the 3 of you bought it. The rest of us can't open the 9 door.
Ah, the truth comes out.
Well, I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that that's the only reason she cares about anything.
She is hiding nothing.
Okay.
She's
we're off.
trustworthy in that regard.
That's why she gave us the keys, because she's like, I don't have any pockets.
All right, we should get moving too.
Huh?
Get moving.
Where are we going?
Well, it would be a waste of time to just sit around, wouldn't it?
You're
Let me
right.
explain.
Oh, I get it. We're gonna see if we can get anywhere interesting with the Jupiter key.
Yes. If we're lucky, we might find Snake.
I like how other characters don't actually
here's the
explain things
Jupiter
and we just
symbol
end
on the
up places.
All
But
right, Junpei. Open it, if you
Junpei
please.
repeats
Everything.
everything. Like, immediately.
Especially when the characters are female. She's just like, I'm gonna use the Jupiter key. And he's just like, oh, we're gonna use the Jupiter key on the Jupiter door? She's just like, I just wants for Lotus to be like, I just said that.
Yeah, on it.
Okay.
Great. Back to
Back
the
to
beginning.
here.
You sure this is a good idea?
Yeah, but we also have the
What do
Earth
you
key.
mean?
Well, we already searched every inch of this room,
Oh
didn't
my
we?
god, Santa,
I'm
you're...
asking you if there's any reason we came back here.
So the Earth key.
Of course there's a reason. Man, sometimes I can't tell if you're smart or just lucky.
Huh?
Neither.
This. The Saturn key card. And the Earth key? I'm lost.
Don't you remember, Santa? On C deck, where we are now, there was a big
The
elevator
only
behind
way
the
he
stairs,
wouldn't remember
And
is
next
if
to the
he was
elevator,
not the
there
original
was a
Santa
card
and he got
reader
switched
with the
out at some
Saturn
point.
symbol on it.
Do, 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 do,
And on
do.
A deck, on the door to the left,
There was the
there
Earth
was a
key.
keyhole with the Earth symbol on it.
Okay, now that she's
So, the
explained
two
it, let's
keys that
have
Jumpy
Junpei,
has?
Should let us use the elevator and the door on A deck.
Yes, that's right.
All right, I got it. Let's get started then. What do you say we split into 2 teams? Lotus and I will search the Earth one, so you 2 can search Saturn, all right?
Sounds good. Then you guys should take this key. We have no idea
We're
what's
literally
on the
giving
other
the
side
Earth
of
key back
these.
to them.
So don't go too far. Just
We
search
held
for
on to
10
that key
minutes
for,
and
like-
come back.
There's a card reader next to the left elevator.
Then let's try
Okay,
out the
June, you've
Saturn
started
key
doing
card.
Junpei's thing.
Great. It looks like it's working now.
All right. Now, how do I call the elevator?
By... You gotta guess
Oh.
its name.
It only has the upside down triangle on it.
Right here.
How do you
Guess there's no
define that
up
as an
button.
upside down triangle?
Well, we may as well try pushing this one.
Yes, let's go down into the water.
It just goes into a completely different place.
I love if
It opened.
this
Look,
goes
Jumpy.
cabin in the woods, and when we open up the elevator doors, we are not on a ship anymore. We're just in
Sweet.
an
It
underground
opened. Let's go-
lab.
Wait.
What?
I'm not really, I just,
She's probably afraid of they can only go down or being locked up alone with a boy who she's known her whole life.
Yes, they've already had a meet cute.
Come to think of it, the lower floor, D-deck is completely underwater.
Or is it?
An elevator heading to a submerged floor. That is pretty scary. Hey, wait a minute.
Charlie.
I mean, I thought about that too, but
They're only
This
going
elevator
down.
came up from somewhere under us, right?
well, yes, I guess it did. It didn't open right away after you pressed the button. There was a motor noise, like it was moving, and then it opened.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
so I understand that
take a
that's
look
being
inside.
described to us so that we know what happened.
It's not wet at all, is it? The walls and even the floor are totally dry.
That's a false sense of security, like when you get on Jungle Cruise and it's not wet, doesn't mean you're not gonna get wet on the ride. Oh my goodness. Please, camera, stay. Stay.
Oh, you're right. They are.
Well,
gonna have to
let's
scoot.
test it.
Test it.
Yeah, watch this. Now, I'll just put one foot inside the elevator
And then
look
send it
over at the
down.
buttons.
Oh, I got it. We put a shoe in the elevator,
Put
send
a
it down.
shoe in the elevator. This is the cube trick.
Oh, there's only two, E and C. All right, I'll push E.
Let's enter, and C is clear. Oh. It skips D-deck.
I think I can hear it opening on E deck.
Okay, that's done. Now I'll just press the button again. Yep, not a single drop of water to be seen.
So
See?
E is safe.
What does that mean? How can E deck be safe if the D deck is full of water?
Maybe it opens on the other side.
Well, here's what I think. The
There's a
elevator
air
shaft
pocket.
and E-deck must be watertight and separated from wherever the ship's been punctured. Here, let me show you.
Let me mansplain.
Let me.
I see. So is that why the ship hasn't sunk?
C. I love how he had to write it out. He didn't specify. This is the.
But where's D-deck?
The shape of the inside keeps it all from filling with water?
Yeah, I think that's what's going on. So I'm gonna
Amateur
go down and
sketch.
check it out. You stay here, all right?
But
Come on, just do it, all right?
Jeez.
I'm coming with you.
Huh? Hey, wait! Oh, crap. It closed.
I can't just let you go alone, you know.
Ding. Whoosh.
I know.
Looks normal.
All right, so we've been going for a couple hours. We're not ready to be done yet, but because this is probably a 3-hour stream, we're gonna take a little water snack bathroom break, give you guys a little bit of intermission to get up, stretch your legs, that sort of thing, and then we'll come back in like 3 minutes. Just probably like one cycle of our groovy lobby song, and then we will be back for probably another hour, or until we reach a good stopping point for this. So, little break, intermission, you know, get out the pops in your back or whatever. We'll just lead some jazzercise or something. Dance to the lobby music. All right, we'll be back in like 3 minutes.
Hydrate comes in a little blue vial.
man. Austin's filling up my hydration cup.
Oh, knock it off. It's just like I thought. This part hasn't flooded.
We are gonna go for another hour or so. Man, the water is really going slow when it's that low, huh? That's enough. I'm not gonna drink all that. You know that. All right. So we have just gone down the elevator onto E deck. Me and June. She's probably gonna tell us a fun story about mummies at some point.
Come
during
on,
this.
just look around. There's no water here.
There we go.
You're right. It's not flooded at all.
See?
See.
There's a whole lot of water.
Yeah, right on top of us.
Yes, I can feel
And
it. My
under
ears
us.
are popping.
What's gonna happen if the ceiling breaks?
The same thing that would happen if the floor breaks.
We'd probably die.
Oh no. Don't be so casual about something like that.
We're in the Nonary Games. We're kind of accepting fate at this
any
point.
rate, we should probably go back as soon as
What's
we
a
can,
Nonary
once we're
game?
done looking around down here. Lotus and Santa might already be back.
I think we're in a
Okay,
ship.
good idea.
Now then.
What if the big
Iron
twist
bars.
is we're not
Well,
on a
we
boat?
can't go over there.
Right.
Then maybe.
Well, it looks like there's a long straight hallway down this way.
The 6th door.
Something's written on the door at the end. Wait, is that?
Let's check.
I knew it!
This is a numbered door.
It's the 9 door upside down.
But we can't do anything with only the two of us.
We better head back and let everyone know.
Yes.
Wait, what's this? Is this the map for E-Deck? I should take it with me.
Where did I find it? It's on the floor somewhere. I guess so.
I think that was
So
patched
you guys
in
found door
later.
one.
Probably.
So now we've located two new
When they finish the
doors.
game, they're like,
The
"Oh
6th
shit, we
door
forgot
and
that
the 1
part."
door.
Plot don't make no sense.
You know, it is interesting that E-Deck wasn't flooded.
Well, we don't really know if all of E-Deck is safe.
But here's my map that explains every
We only checked the area around
my
the
amateur
elevator.
sketch. It's very comprehensive.
Yeah, even so, it's still very interesting.
You said the 6th door was there,
The
right?
ceiling breaks.
Yes.
Then that means
We'll
Zero
probably
planned all
die.
this out. Even that would have meant some pretty serious remodeling of the ship's interior.
It's pretty mind-blowing when you think about it.
Yeah. I wonder how long it took. I can't even imagine how much it must have cost.
What if we're not on a ship?
It would have been a ton, that's for sure.
Well, that does go along with what
A ton
Ace
of
was
what?
saying. The most reasonable explanation would be that this was done by some organization with access to a whole lot of cash.
Yes, it does make sense.
Charlie says we're not on a boat, we're on a sub.
That's still a ship. I mean,
I'm trying. It's cold. So cold, my toes are going numb.
yeah, the ceiling's got a big steel plate on it.
Yeah?
I don't think it's a very good idea to stay here.
Yeah, you're right. Ace and his team might be back already.
Well, Junpei and I should be able to open door 1.
Huh? You guys leaving me behind?
Just kidding.
Oh.
All right, let's go.
Hey! Where the hell did you guys go?
Yeah, you're a meat. Actually, they like Alyssa was telling me that it was snowing, like earlier today or
I
something.
mean, that rain was cold. It soaked all the way through my jeans, and that's why
Well, maybe
I
if
got
they
home
do
and I was
close the
like,
bridges, you don't have to go to work tomorrow.
No, if they
7?
close the bridges, then I definitely have to go to work tomorrow all by myself.
I don't know. Maybe not right now. It was like 3 hours ago that she messaged me that.
What's
I
wrong?
don't look out the window. I don't go outside.
What happened?
What the hell kind of question is that? Snake is...
Snake?
Snake is dead.
He really did die off
He
screen.
died, just as the 9th man did.
Wait, did they go into the 3rd room and it was just covered in blood? Oh, but Clover went in there. That's dark.
Oh my god. That's not true, is it?
We should make sure.
Yeah, right. We should.
Wait, not that way.
What? Why?
I stuck a screwdriver in there to keep the door from closing all the way. It's not locked, so you can go in that way.
Oh, the back way.
Where is he?
Shower room. The left side of the hallway. I put a broom in there too to keep the door.
That means we can get in without going through the numbered door, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then let's go. This wasn't open when we passed here before. Well, let's keep going.
Very dark.
Oh, it smells horrible.
Ugh, yeah, this is pretty awful. I feel like I'm gonna puke.
Where is he? Where's Snake? There.
LR.
Snake. Snake.
June, you should stay here.
Where's Clover?
Please, just do me a favor, okay? I'm going in.
Snake.
Ugh.
Just like he said. Just like the ninth man. The detonator in his bracelet set off the bomb in his gut.
Oh god. The bone is coming out of his left arm.
It's definitely an open fracture.
Why do you think his arm is the thing that you need to be most concerned about right here?
Oh, the face. It's horrible.
Yeah, can't even tell who it is.
But the clothes are...
No mistake about it. It's Snake.
Wait, what if this is fake? I think this is fake. I think Snake is Zero, faked his own death. This is some Until Dawn shit where the killer who is among us the whole time pretends to die so then you don't think it's him anymore.
Snake was probably murdered.
Murdered? Like, I thought he just exploded.
Chances are he was killed the same way the ninth man was.
I mean, you could call that murder, I guess.
It's pretty straightforward. Not that hard to figure out how they did it. First, the killers got Snake to authenticate on the red to open door 3.
But he was 2.
Then they shoved him into it, alone, and waited 9 seconds for the door to shut. Once that door shut, it was all over for Snake, but he didn't give up.
Oh, so his theory is that 2 people teamed up to throw him in the room. That it wasn't Zero, it was 2 other people among them. So then you have to figure out what 2 people could have opened the 3 door with him being 2.
4 and 7.
You do the math, I'll do the story.
8
Probably
and 2.
knew it wouldn't do him any good.
4, 5,
but
and 6.
I don't know if it would be
Probably ran
Ace,
into the
because that
shower
would be
room
3, but
dead.
I think you have to have 3 people to open a door.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not Ace, unless it was Ace plus... No, I don't think it could be Ace at all.
It would have to be Ace and 10.
Yeah.
Unless there were 4 or more people did it, but...
No, it would have to get up to 12, so it would be 9. So it would have to be the ninth man. So it'd be 2 plus 1 plus 9 plus 2 plus 1 is 3. I'm never gonna get over it. So Ace is vindicated because it would have to be, unless, you know, there was like 4 of them that did
That's
it,
what I
which
was saying.
4 people who agreed to murder Snake. That's hard to believe because Clover wouldn't do it, I didn't do it, June didn't do it, and then the ninth man didn't do it, and then Snake didn't do it. So it literally all 4 of the other ones would have had to team up
I
to do
was
it.
thinking who could have taken the ninth man's bracelet.
Here we go again.
They could have
With
taken the
Clue.
ninth man bracelet and still have that number.
That is true. So that could be Ace in that case, but I hope it's
It was
not.
a small chance, but it wasn't like he had anything to lose. Unfortunately, it didn't work. The detonator is only deactivated if everybody who authenticated when they went in.
I
Snake
know how the
was
game
the
works.
only one who went through the door.
What's the Nonary
and
game?
81 seconds after he was shoved in. That happened.
I see. So that's what you meant by killers, huh? You need at least 3 people to open one of the numbered doors. It wouldn't open for Snake and a single killer.
Yeah, that means we're looking at multiple perps here.
Well, just in case, I want to make sure. Let's say you're right. When do you think Snake was killed?
When we all split up to look for the parts for the Reds, I think. Right after that was when we noticed he was gone.
Then that means none of us have alibis. We were all off searching the rooms we'd been assigned, looking for those parts.
Yeah, that means anybody could be a killer.
Wait a minute.
What are you talking about? How can you say that so casually? You're implying that one of us is a killer.
Well, not just one of us.
Two of us.
Right? Then at least 2 of us are murderers.
But not more than 4.
Why don't you calm down a bit, Seth? What are you going to gain by being so suspicious? That's what Zero wants, you know?
What Zero wants?
Exactly. This game was set up by Zero, wasn't it? Any game has a winner and loser. Whoever makes it through door 9 is a winner, and those who don't are the losers. Zero is trying to make us fight against one another for that victory.
Then you're saying that Zero is trying to split us up by making us fight each other?
Yes. That is why we can't let ourselves fall prey to suspicion. We have to trust one another and form a strong bond of friendship.
The Nonary game is the friendship we made along the way.
Well, if this
Otherwise,
is an
we'll end up
anime,
ensnared
then
by
friendship
Zero's
is the
manipulations.
path to victory.
Then does that mean that the person who killed Snake...
Yes.
I'm pretty sure
Almost
Ace is a
certainly
cop.
Zero himself.
Me too.
If there's anyone we should doubt, it should be Zero. He masterminded this game and kidnapped all of us.
Although
Doesn't
him
it seem reasonable
trying
that
to
he
push
would
us
kill
away from
Snake as
someone
well?
killed Snake seems
A little
suspicious.
suspicious.
Good question. If Zero killed Snake, then Zero is on the ship with us.
Of course.
But I don't... Where could Zero be hiding?
Looks at the ceiling.
Is he in the lamp?
Is he up there somewhere?
God?
I think Zero is one of us.
I think Zero was your boyfriend.
Brother, boyfriend?
She's seen Saw. She knows.
Well, that's possible.
Philip, maybe Junpei can draw us a diagram to show where Zero is.
Huh?
Like Clover said, Zero might be one of us.
What are you saying, Jumpy? Didn't you hear what Ace said?
Exactly. I said we shouldn't suspect one another for no reason.
No reason. I've got a great reason.
And what's that?
The bracelets. Why are the bombs in our bodies connected to the bracelets?
Because that's how the game works, Junpei.
You're all thinking Zero's hiding somewhere watching us. If he's doing that, then he could just detonate the bombs by remote control if someone did something they weren't supposed to. It would be a lot more precise and a lot easier. If that's the case, then why is the bomb set off by the detonator in the bracelet?
You got a point.
Does he?
I'm not done. Try applying the same ideas to the Nonary game. All of the puzzles here run all by themselves. In other words, Zero doesn't have to be controlling them for the game to move forward.
We've
Why is that?
established
Why
this.
would Zero bother to do something like that?
So let's say you and Clover are right. Zero's one of us. If that's the case, then it'd be really hard for him to keep track of all of us or control anything remotely. That's why all the puzzles run by themselves. That's what you're getting at, right?
You literally just repeated what I said.
Yeah, it's not fun when someone else repeats what you just said, is it? Jumpy.
You said any one of us could be Snake's killer, right?
Yeah, something like that.
All right then. I've got a question for you, Ace.
Charlie thinks it's June. Junpei rejected her in elementary school. She's now out for revenge. Could be possible. She seems a little unhinged.
Hey, it's Super Meat Boy.
She also believes in ghost mummies, and that could be her whole MO, is that she's trying to resurrect an Oxunamon.
You said something like Zero must be the one who killed Snake, right?
Yes, something like that. I can't think of any other
Well,
explanation.
what if Zero's one of us? Then we're both right.
So what do we get if we combine those? They fit together pretty well, I think. Something like this. Whoever killed Snake is Zero. Hence, Zero is one of us. Seven and
transitive
Ace's
property.
theories aren't mutually exclusive. They actually complement each other pretty well. At least they do if Zero is one of us.
What if Zero's two
What
of
are
us?
his motives?
But that means Zero has to have an accomplice.
His motives.
Yes, isn't that pretty important? Why would Zero want to hide as one of us?
Oh, well, that's because I don't know.
Because it's a twist.
So much for making a persuasive argument, Junpei.
In other words, you only had circumstantial evidence.
Okay, Ace
I don't
is
really
an
think that's
attorney.
enough to go on, you know?
Ace is an attorney. Objection! Well, I do declare, that sounds very fictional.
It's 3 in the morning.
We only got 3 more hours.
And the only one
That
of
means
us
we
who
have
took a
3
nap
hours left.
was Ace.
Then we need to move now. 7, Clover, Junpei. I know how you feel, but you do understand that right
I think they
now
just couldn't
it's
come up
important
with
we
the
trust
nickname
one
for
another,
5.
Don't you?
You know, it is very possible. I don't know. I mean, Ren's played the game, so I don't know if they're just trying to throw us off. If Ace took the 9 bracelet, Ace could single-handedly have killed Zero.
You may notice that we don't see a bracelet on his hand ever.
Interesting. It might be under his sleeve.
It might be, but he might have taken it off when he went to sleep.
Yeah, I do think that he's hiding that right now. I definitely think that's going to come back, like, later. If he's Zero and he took the 9th man's thingamabob, he could have single-handedly killed Snake. I kind of think that Snake wasn't dead until we all left Ace behind. Like, I think what happened was that Snake was, like, hidden somewhere or, like, locked in a closet or something. Then when we all went through our puzzle game, because here's the thing, if at any point we could have chosen to go into room 3, which would have thrown a lot of things off. So he had to wait to see which rooms we were going to go into in order to be like, oh, okay. However...
But that would only work for 3
It would
then.
only work for 3. Wouldn't have worked for the others. Regardless of when he did it, I do think it's totally possible that he could have... And it's also, we don't know that much about him. He could have repaired the red. Because he's Zero. I don't want Ace to be the bad guy, but it's possible. Also, Ace is the closest number to 0, so you know.
You're right, but
We must go. We have very little time left.
our next
I don't
destination
think
is
Junpei is 0.
Mercury.
That would be a huge twist if we were 0 all along. That would be ridiculous.
But maybe you and June should check it out first and then report back to us.
All right, let's go, June.
Right.
Could be June.
Here it is.
Lotus, I do not think is 0. I think Lotus might be the mummy, but that's a whole other thing. But I think Lotus is just your quintessential character who's doing everything selfishly in the game. I don't think she's involved with the game. I think she's definitely trying to survive it. She behaves like that. June is kind of suspicious because I think she's like she's the Monica of the game. She's the sweet girl that's gonna turn evil. Junpei is not good for anything. He's definitely not a mastermind. Ace could absolutely be 0. I still think Snake could have been 0, and that was just a setup. You couldn't see what the face was. I think Snake could easily come back later and be like, bam, bitches, I didn't die, I framed my death. Just because you saw the clothes on the corpse does not mean that that was me. I think 7's straight. I don't think, like, there's anything weird about him. I think he's just part of the game.
But he doesn't have any memory of anything before, which is a convenient explanation for why he doesn't have anything to say about his...
That's possible. I think Clover could definitely still be that Harley Quinn accomplice kind of situation, and she's got a connection to Snake that she is not. She's hiding something. There's something going on there. And then you've got Santa. I don't know. Santa's kind of in the middle for me. If he turned out to be 0, I feel like
Santa
that would be...
is obsessed with numerology, though.
Santa could be 0. I think that would be a little weird and kind of out of left field, but I'm leaning mostly towards...
And Ren's pointing out that Clover was there during that experiment 9 years ago.
Clover...
9, like a nonary.
Apparently, this is not her first Nonary Games.
The Mercury card reader.
We're using the card 7 gave us, right?
Yeah.
I found it when we were checking out the shower room.
Thank you.
I think 7 said something like that. Anyway, let's see what happens.
I don't remember him saying that, but...
I guess the elevator works now.
Jumpy, I know it's only the 2 of us, but let's do our best.
What's with you all of a sudden?
Well, I'm happy we were put together.
We're the only ones who know each other.
You know it's just for searching E-Deck, right?
Even so, I'm glad I'm with you.
Oh, first we need to find out if the elevator comes up
Record
first.
scratch.
Just like we did before.
I love that.
We really changed changed the direction of that conversation adequately.
Oh.
Oh, here it is.
I knew it. It's not wet at all.
Let's go.
Yes.
Let's.
Look! Nearly all of the buttons are destroyed.
Yeah, only the seat and bottom button can be pushed.
Bottom.
We're on C deck right now, so the only one we can choose is
Bottom.
Yeah. Well, let's try it out.
Let's go to bottom.
So this is the bottom deck. Hey, over there.
This is a numbered door.
This is the 8th one we found. There were 2 numbered
God.
doors on
Alright.
B deck near
Well,
the central staircase.
we've only got 3 hours left, so we're probably getting near the
There were
end.
doors 4 and 5. 3 more in the large hospital room. Doors 3, 7, and 8.
And there's 6.
And the door we
now-
found on, it was a 6 on the door on E deck.
That
Two.
means...
Do you think the next door we find?
Yeah, I think so. The next one's gonna be door 9.
Finally!
But it's hidden.
You don't look very happy about it, though.
Yeah, but we gotta get through these 2 first.
It's not that. I just hope nothing goes wrong.
You're right. We should keep our fingers crossed.
Let's head back.
Okay.
Could we have saved Snake?
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, 7 pieces. Just double checking, but everyone wrote their code name and a door number they want, right?
What?
Yes, just like you told us earlier.
Can't believe we're voting here.
We need to make the whole thing fair, blah-de-blah. This is a complicated plan, you know. Hurry it up, Mr. I have a brilliant idea.
Yeah, quiet in the peanut gallery. All right, let's open these up. The first one says, Ace requests door 1.
Yes, I do. Would you like me to explain why?
No.
Because it's your number.
No, we don't have time for that. Sorry. Let's keep going. Next is Santa. He wants door 6.
No, we don't have time for that.
Yeah, that's what I wrote.
Clover wants 1, Lotus wants 2, and 7 also wants 2.
Wait a minute. There is no way I'm going anywhere with the Elephant Man.
No, there'd be no point to the voting if we let people change their choices because of stuff like that.
But
Just give it up, Lotus. It's not like I want to hang out with some exhibitionist grandma.
Oh.
Oh! Oh!
I am not an exhibitionist. I'm wearing clothes.
I love that that's the part. That she
Oh.
I'm wearing clothes. But I am a grandmother and I rock it.
Barely.
So, last I checked, that's not a crime.
Maybe. But what about common decency?
Okay, you don't need to body shame her.
I'm really
Who wants
wondering.
to have to look at a chick who looks like a half-naked raisin?
What?
Oh! Where is this? Why is he such a dick to the women? Oh my god.
Nobody wants to look.
At a chick who looks like a half-naked raisin.
Oh, I'm gonna kill you!
Me too.
Oh.
And then her clothes
not
come
good.
off.
Let go! Let go of me! I'm killing him!
Junpei, read the rest.
Right. June wants door 6.
Yes. I don't really have a reason. I just
Meanwhile,
felt like it.
Seven and Lotus are still rolling around on the floor killing each other.
This was everyone's vote.
So this was everyone's vote. Let me go over the votes again.
Okay. Ace and Clover requested door number 1, which doesn't make any sense because they don't have enough people.
7 and Lotus requested door 2.
Which doesn't work.
Santa and June requested door 6. Then the door I should choose is...
Okay, the last one is mine. I want to go through.
Oh, can we go back to this analysis? Is there a... Okay. So Seven and Lotus wanted door number 2. Ace and Clover wanted door number 1. Santa and June wanted door number 6. I don't like 7 or Lotus, so I don't think I want to go through door number 2. Ace and Clover. I kind of want to learn more about the experiments, and I kind of want to keep an eye on Ace, because I think he might be a little suspicious, and that he's the only character that I have not spent any time with in any of the escape rooms. Santa I don't really care for, and June, I mean, I've spent enough time with her. So I'm thinking I want to go through door number 1.
And that works mathematically.
I think all of them work mathematically.
That's weird, isn't it? Coincidentally.
But the other ones don't work. They'll have to stay behind. Let's go through door number 1.
My choice is door 1.
Hey, wait a minute there. You cheating?
Yeah.
Cheating?
I'm asking if you changed your number after you heard what doors we wanted.
How
Yeah.
could I do that? I wrote it down on the paper earlier.
Let me see that.
Sure, here.
Is it scratched out?
I had 3 pieces of paper ready, and I put the one with door 6 on it into the pot. I just needed to make sure I drew last. After I saw everyone else's result, I just chose whatever door I wanted. If the number I'd already put in matched, then I didn't have to switch the paper out.
Well, what does it say?
Junpei's a little
You
sketchy.
got lucky.
Very well. We've decided who will go through door 1. It will be Clover, Junpei, and myself. Our only problem is the 2 remaining teams.
June and I want door 6.
Lotus and I want door 2.
That's not good. We can't open either of those doors with only 2 people.
Maybe all 4 of you could go through one.
Aw.
Fine. 7, we'll go through door 6.
Sure thing. I didn't really want to go through door 2 anyway. Besides, if we've got a younger girl with us, it'll lower the average age. Right, June?
Well,
Pig.
Weird.
You just wait and see.
just aside from that.
Calling me old.
Came back.
Why are we getting this extended montage of her complaining to herself?
They're about as subtle.
And they're at it again.
Oh, wow.
Is she that
I'll
old?
see you
Like,
later, June.
I don't think she. I mean, she's painted as if she's an adult, while all the other, like, I mean, I'm sure like June is probably like 25, right? Like, I'm sure she's like a young woman, but she's not a child. I think Clover might be a teenager, but I would still say like probably young adult. But so the girls look like they're 12, but they're actually 25. So a woman like Lotus, who's drawn like she's 30, probably in game, is like 63.
Jumpy.
Don't make that face. It'll be like what 7 said.
We aren't going to be split up permanently. If we find door 9.
And then I look up and think of my memory of 7.
We might get separated for a little while.
It's a
but
part
we'll
of
see
my
each other
brain
again.
that talks in his voice.
Otherwise, we won't be able to open door 9. And that's how the Nonary game works.
And that's how the
It'll be
nonary game
fine.
works.
I'll see you soon.
All right. See you later.
Here's A deck. It was the door on the left, right?
That should be it, yes.
Then here we go. It's just as Santa and Lotus said. A numbered door.
I hope we can get to
There's
the
the red. I'll go
the
first.
dead.
Now the 2 of
I
you.
always worry about it. I get stressed.
Only 81 seconds.
Now.
8 plus 1 is 9.
If he's 0, he could just
Shall I
push you
pull it?
both in and close the door behind you.
Oh wow, this was a horrible idea. Why did I do
Anytime.
this?
Ace had his
Very well
bracelet
then.
on.
3, 2,
Fair.
1.
Well, 18 is still underage in Japan.
And it's open.
I didn't know
Move it.
anywhere 18 was considered underage. Interesting.
Where? Where is...
There it is.
There it is. Over there.
That was easy. Is this ever gonna not be that easy?
They made a big point about this at the beginning. I was afraid it was going to.
It stopped.
Yes, it did. Whew. I don't believe I'll ever get used to that.
I'm not sure it's something I'd want to get used to. We should finish this game before imminent death becomes a normal thing.
I agree.
Now then.
Normalize imminent death.
There's another door.
21, wow.
Let's try opening it. So, this is the wheelhouse?
Not my wheelhouse.
Ace, you investigate the wheelhouse next door.
Very well.
Hashtag not my Christian.
Clover, you're in charge of this room. Say something.
Okay.
God.
All right then, let's get started.
Junpei.
Junpei is yelling at a child. Say something!
Gosh. Seek a way out.
Alright,
That's a chart.
it's a map. Stack of nautical charts. Where's the Kraken? It's a great bloody sea monster about here.
Why would you take that route to Australia?
A light. It looks kind of like a wilted flower.
Okay.
A chair. I mean, she's been through a lot. Her
Her brother got exploded.
brother got exploded. Hey Clover, you ever write letters? That's not how you start a conversation, Junpei. Doesn't know how to talk to girls.
Have you ever heard of books?
Hey Clover, you ever heard of books?
Captain's log.
Ship's log.
Stardate.
Are we on the gigantic? Ship's log. We leave soon for a new journey across the sea. After leaving port,
That's what ships do.
we headed south and west. We turned southwest and then proceeded northwest and then east and then north and then United Kingdom.
That does not sound like the direct path.
I have a feeling this has something to do with this map. We went south and north and southeast. We'll figure that out later. That'll, yeah. Oh, we're gonna move these pins around? What do these red pins mean? Well, the nautical charts have a map like this one. Maybe one of them matches up to the pins. Let's see. Ah, this one's a match. We have 7 locations connected by straight lines. Each one has a word next to it. That's probably the speed. Alright, so... nautical table. Stop. Okay, yeah, so this is what he described. They end up in England in the end. They do south, southwest, or southwest, southwest,
Northwest.
northwest, east, north. Northwest, east, north. Yeah, so that's basically, this is a description of it. Okay. Not sure what...
Has Pillow seen, Pillow Bro ever heard of books?
I don't think Pillow Bro's ever seen what you're reading today now. I think JJ is the only one who's maybe seen it. I'm not sure though. It's a movie that Graham from Seven Deadly Sins and Shannon made, and it's incredible. It's like a bad public access show, and Graham's the host of it.
Pocket watch. Might I take a look at it?
And he's just
Hey,
like,
man.
have you guys heard of
What
books?
are you doing over in this room?
Hey man, what you doing
Oh,
here?
I just thought I'd come check up on the two of you. Is there a problem?
Yeah,
What have you
trying
been
to kill
doing?
us?
Are you a murderer? Yeah, there is.
Yeah, there is.
I'm gonna pick a fight.
You checked on us. Now get out of here. We split this stuff up for a reason, all right?
He just looks like, oh, where's this coming from?
Yeah.
That's a lie. We didn't have to split up the work. I just want to talk to Clover alone. That's why I sent Ace to the wheelhouse. There's something I want to ask her, and I don't want anyone to overhear us. I'm pretty sure Clover won't talk if there's anyone else around. That's why when Ace showed up again, I got a little desperate. I had to make him leave.
I'm glad he's
Oh.
explaining our decision.
I see. I apologize for the intrusion. Well, best of luck.
Okay.
What was that about?
I think he's the murderer.
Why are you looking at me like that?
What happened 9 years ago?
No, it's not like that.
What's it like then?
I just wanted to hear the rest of that story. I didn't get a chance to ask you about it until now.
What story?
You know, the first Nonary
About the
Games.
experiment, remember? The one you started to tell me in the operating room? You said something about an experiment that happened here 9 years ago.
Luckily,
sorry,
we didn't
but
all blow up when one of
wanna
us blew
talk
up,
about
because
that
that seems
right
to
now.
be the way that's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
I'm just not in the mood, okay?
Not.
You understand, right?
No.
I keep thinking about my brother. I can't stop. I mean, who would do something like that to my brother?
Ace, I think. Sorry.
He
Didn't
didn't
tell
kill
you
us.
earlier.
Forgive them.
Don't
I'm
worry.
not gonna let them get away with it.
Clover? We're not trapped in here with him. He's trapped in here with us.
They're gonna pay for it. So,
They?
Junpei,
Step-boyfriend.
who do you think did it?
I think it was Ace.
Well, if what Seven said was right, then there would have to be at least 2 of them. You need at least 3 people to open the numbered doors. And if you subtract Snake, that means there were at least 2 other people.
You're right. So, what does that mean?
Well, if we just look at the bracelet numbers, we should be able to figure it out. Who could have opened door 3 with Snake? Well, really, who and who, or who and who?
Whom?
You mean it could have been 4 people?
Well, technically, it's possible.
But that's quite a theory.
I don't know.
A Nonary Games theory!
Doesn't seem very likely.
Why?
I'll tell you later. Why don't we
Okay.
just assume it was only 2 other people for now?
I'll tell you later,
Got it.
because
Let's do that then.
I would have had to do it and it wasn't me.
Then who do you think it could be?
Those 2 bracelet numbers added to 2 would give a digital root of 3.
Oh god, they're making us do
Alright.
actual math now?
Okay.
You need 11.
Wait, what did I just do? What is this? Oh, okay. Alright. Okay. So, we need 11. So,
Wait, no. You need
Snake
10?
is-
Snake is 2, so you need 10.
No, it's door 3. We
Door
need
3.
12.
So
We
you
need to add up to 12.
Yeah,
So
but
we need
2
these
is,
2
2's
to be
given.
10.
Yes, that's what I was
So we
saying.
need these 2 to be 10. 1 and... So that's not it. It's not Ace and Santa. 1 and June. That's not 10. 1 and 7. That's 8. That's not 10. 1 and Lotus. That doesn't work either. Santa and June. He's 3, right?
Santa is 3.
3 and 6. That's not it. 3 and 7, so Santa and 7 could be it. June and 7. That's 7 and 6. That's not it. 6 and 8. That's not it. And then 7 and 8. That's not it. So we're looking at Santa and June. Apparently that's all that. Which that's pretty crazy. But that would be yeah. That's 10 plus 2 is yeah.
Would it be Santa and June? The digital root for Snake, Santa, and June is 2. Nope, they couldn't open door 3.
Snake is 2.
Wait, is Santa 4?
No, Santa's 3.
So 3 and 6. Oh, that's right. They're 9.
Besides, there's no way in hell June is a murderer. What am I doing?
You meant 3 and 7.
That's right. This is what I was looking at. Yeah, 7 and
Would
Santa.
it be Santa and 7? The digital root for Snake, Santa, and 7 is 3. Wait, hold on. Are Santa and 7 the killers?
What's
I
wrong?
mean, they could be. We
But
don't
why
know what
would
their
he-
relationship
Why would
is
he
yet.
have even brought up the fact that it could have been them then?
If he was the killer, that would be
Especially
kind of
like
unlikely.
the only logical.
I think it could be more likely that it was 3 people if that's the case, but I still think it's Ace and then the 9 bracelet.
Well, I thought about it.
That's what I thought. Santa and 7. If it was 2 people, then that's the only combination that works.
You hit it.
Well, actually,
Hey, wait a minute there.
4 and 6.
Don't you think it's a little too early to be jumping to conclusions?
June and Clover.
Well, all I said is that those two would have been able to open door 3 with your brother. There might be other possibilities.
Well, what other possibilities? Are you saying you think that it was 3 or 4 people? I really don't think that's likely.
Why not?
Can I borrow your pen and paper?
Yeah, here. What's this?
Thank you for doing all this math for me.
These are the combinations for 3 or 4 people. These 8 combinations are the only possible ones.
And she's in almost all of that. Well, no. She or me. Except that one. And that one.
Could you
This
imagine?
would be Ace and Santa and June.
Uh-huh.
Or Ace, Santa, Lotus, and 7.
Well,
Which is everybody except me, Clover, and June.
wouldn't that be a thing?
Oh, I see.
Junpei,
Yeah?
I can trust you, right?
Of course. Why would you need to ask that?
Really?
Yeah,
So then I should get rid of B, D, G, and H, right?
of course.
Oh, we
Just
should
cross them out.
definitely get rid of anything that includes both of us.
Right.
And you should take off yours too. The ones
So, what does that leave?
Yeah.
A and E. Wait, it can't be A.
Why?
Because June's in that one. There's no way in hell she'd do something like that.
Are you sure?
I bet my life on it.
Okay.
Should
then.
you?
I can cross off A too, right?
Yeah.
Well, what have we got left?
E.
Literally everybody except us.
Do you know what this means?
Everyone besides me, you, and June would be working together.
Do you think that's likely?
Not really.
Not really.
If there were 4 people working together, they wouldn't be very cautious. I don't think they'd try that hard to hide what they were doing if they outnumbered us, right?
Yeah, they would just murder us.
Well, you do have a point.
Although,
But if we
1 plus 3 plus 7 plus 8 is 19.
1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1.
10 is 1, so they don't have the digital root of 9. So there might be somebody that the 4 of them are trying to keep alive to get to 9. So they would be 19. But there's no way that 19 can get to 9, I don't think. Have to be 27. They would need another 8.
And you can't do that if you're
Actually, no, that's not true. You could get to 27, but you need another 8. Yeah, I don't think there's a way for them to get to 9, the 4 of them. So it doesn't make sense that they would form an alliance.
And besides, if Ace and 7 are working together, they could have easily gotten rid of me when I went to the shower room with them. But they didn't. They didn't even try anything. If they were killers, why wouldn't they?
Oh,
And Ace didn't try
I
to
see.
do that.
Anyway, I understand now. It seems pretty unlikely that it was as many as 3 or 4 people.
Yeah,
Then that means there's a good chance it was Santa and 7.
that's how it looks.
But why would they do it?
Their motive.
Have I interrupted something?
Oh my god, Ace, can you just stay in the other room?
Look, a distraction.
What is it?
There was something I wanted to speak with you about, Junpei. Could you come with me for a moment?
He's gonna murder me.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Bruh.
What did you want to talk about?
I don't think that they're brothers.
There was
or
something I
sisters.
wanted to check.
Please don't let that be the inside of my skull.
Yeah? What's that?
If you'll excuse me.
Hey, what the hell are you doing?
I'm just checking.
No, stop.
I do not consent.
He's checking me for the bracelet, isn't he?
Just as I thought. What exactly are these pieces of paper hiding in your pocket?
Oh. I should have eaten
You
them.
switched them, didn't you, when we voted? Well, I can't say that I can.
What does it matter?
I managed to get through the numbered door I wanted, despite your mischief.
Then, why did you...
Oh, simple curiosity. I hope you won't think ill of me for it.
I'm very suspicious now. Oh, I bet we're gonna have to do a steer. We're gonna have to steer the ship the way the map said. In the order that it said. And we're gonna have to do it at the strength. We're gonna have to find the handle. When you move the wheel, the compass moves. Har har. Oh dear, this got very 2D. Alright. That'll be important later. Alright. Save. Alright. Ship's log. South. West. Southwest. Northwest. East. North. Southwest, southwest, northwest, east, north. Southwest, southwest, northwest, east, north. South. West. Southwest. Northwest.
Northeast. Northwest?
Northwest.
Northwest.
East. North. Oh, shit. Oh. Wait, did it not... That's weird. Why isn't anything happening? I'm not hiding anything, am I? Have I already found something with directions on it? Something with directions? Does he mean with compass points? If that's what he means... Oh, I think I just fucked it up. Alright. Sorry, guys. I think I just missed it.
South. West.
West. Southwest. Northwest.
East.
East. North. Cool. Handle came off. Good. Yay. Alright.
I feel like I could have taken a handle off anyway.
So, sure hope this handle fits. Ta-da! Okay. Give this a shot. So... I need to look at my notes. The map. Okay. Full, half, slow, full, half, dead, stop. Full, half, slow, full. Half, dead, stop. Full, half, slow, full, half, dead, stop. Full, half, slow. Thanks, Pillow. Full. Full. Half. Slow. Full. Half. Dead.
Stop.
Stop? That's weird. I thought I put it in the right speed. Did I mess it up? Oh, maybe it's stern versus... Something's happened on the back wall of the wheelhouse. Oh, oh. So something has changed.
Up there.
Cork. And, okay. Whole bunch of words. Names of ports. Showing us the ship's route. Like the ones I might see at an airport. Departing, blah, blah, blah. Well, we also have that map. That chart. Only one of them has a time. 10 seconds past 3. Perhaps it's arrival time. Alright. 10 seconds past 3. Why are we showing it to the seconds? Okay. Interesting. Alright. What else we got? Welded windows. Okay. Wooden boards. A compass. Ah, a human hammer. They're often used to subdue large men like 7. That was a joke. I'm not a murderer. Not at all. Kind of suck at making... She looks so defeated. That was rather cruel. I don't know if you're gonna be a murderer about it. Hey, that looks like a pocket watch shaped thing.
We have a pocket watch.
We do. This shape, maybe. Does look like the pocket watch. Nothing. It is intended to go there, but we may need to do something with the watch first. Oh, set it to 10 seconds after 3. That's what we need to do.
Okay.
Can we mess with it or something?
The top bit. Can you mess with the crown?
Nah, I can't mess with it. Might be able to combine it with something or whatever. But that's probably gonna be what unlocks that door. Okay, so this is here. There was one more door, probably the escape door. Or, I don't know.
That's the handle of the wheel.
Oh. Oh, got it. Yeah, maybe that's the way we came in or something. Alright, let's go back in here. So... won't open. Alright, so we were looking at these things earlier. There's books, none of them are useful. Right drawer, let's have a look, nothing. Left drawer, nothing. We already looked in here. Yep,
So...
a chair. She's not very talkative, she looks kinda out of it. Is she thinking about Snake? Well, probably. Probably, indeed. That's not useful.
Go back to the other room. Bring your clock to the arrival board, maybe.
Maybe.
According to Pillow Cat.
Ah.
Who
has played it?
Might be helpful.
Broken compass. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, do that. Set it to... Oh, perhaps... Whoa, what is he doing? Excuse me, Junpei. You just took my pocket watch. What are you doing? Distrust me. Okay. Should be fine now.
If you're adjusting a clock, a pocket watch, it shouldn't be making that noise.
Yes, okay. Okay, I figured this out, but thank you, Pillow, because I probably would not have guessed that part. I'm sure there's a lot of people who are like, what? Yes, I understand. It's a lock. It's a pocket watch shaped lock.
I wouldn't have put it in with the time facing.
Yeah, me neither.
That's not.
Well, I mean, I guess that's how it reads it, but you know.
That's not the intuition, though.
Okay, we're gonna go through this door. We unlocked it. We can get out of this room. Oh, well, let's go then. Resident Evil noises. We found a way out! That
You
one was
found
pretty
it.
straightforward, that room.
Oh, a hallway.
Never seen one of these before.
It's far too narrow to be called one.
Then what would you call a hallway that's too narrow to be called a hallway?
I think it's a passage.
This seems to be the only route.
Yeah, let's go. Wow. Well, these machines are weird. I've never seen any of them before.
Rin, Pillow.
Huh?
I know you say it takes hours in some of your puzzles, but also give yourself some credit. You were probably like 15. I mean,
I don't know about.
I imagine you were a teenager when you played this. Like, it's a little easier when you're older and when you've played games like this before and have a little bit more knowledge of the world, but also of just how games like this work.
Wait, this one is...
Ah, yes.
Morse
A
code.
telegraph key.
Oh,
These
dear.
were used to transmit Morse code a long time ago. This
Did-
must
did-
be
did-
the
did-
communication office.
And that door?
Captain's quarters. Huh.
That's what it says.
Oh, no way.
Then,
Well, we won't know if we don't
His
open it.
expression. The captain is dead. And look, it's us.
Hey!
McFly.
Whoa! That's like our first time.
It's not the first time, but it's.
I didn't know. I'm gone to Plaid!
You've seen your arm.
Not a... Damn. No. Wait, we didn't check his pulse yet. Maybe he's still alive.
Always the optimist.
No pulse.
Yikes.
But
Got a bracelet.
Well, he's dead.
Here's the thing, though. That jacket was kind of similar to what Snake was wearing. Snake kind of had that, like...
Damn. If only we knew how it happened. These wounds. I wonder what killed him. It must have been this.
Imagine finding a body and just being like, I wonder what killed him. Maybe it was this axe.
These clothes. A captain. Does that mean this guy was Zero?
No, I think he's just a body that they put in a captain suit.
Bracelet Zero.
Huh. That's a compelling argument.
Junpei.
What's
it
the
may
point
be
of a,
wise to find a way out of here first.
what's
Yeah,
the point of a
you're
zero
right.
bracelet?
I guess you could go anywhere. You could go in any of the rooms.
Oh, you
over
could
Zero.
go with someone then.
Yeah.
Interesting.
The Zero bracelet is useful. They could take it off of him, and then that could be used to send a person through a room as a freebie, regardless of what their number is later for the number 9.
I am curious about what happens, like, if you walk through a door that you didn't activate. Like, you're supposed to blow up, right?
No, but you'll just, in theory, be trapped there.
I mean, what's stopping more than 5 people from going through a room?
In theory, nothing. Unless there's like a tracker or something. I can't remember. I thought they addressed that.
They said that you couldn't do it.
Oh, he's got a camera.
I'm simply asking why. And if that's the case,
It's reminding me of of the controls.
It does that quite often, actually.
Something metallic on the table. The music box. Let's have a look. I like the music. One of these days, I might have to dig this up out of obscurity, but I used to have this game called, the like Adventures of Dr. Brain or something like that. It was a puzzle game when you're trying to reassemble Dr. Brain's brain, and man, the puzzles on that game were hard as fuck. I mean, I was 8, so yes, maybe they wouldn't be as hard as they are now, but there was like...
I don't think that they followed any
There
logic.
were full-on, like, music composition games and stuff that I was not getting at all in that game. That's just from the 90s.
I think it was one of those games where it was like, call our toll number in order to get some hints. Only 50 cents an hour.
Alright. It's a lamp, but it doesn't turn on. There's nothing special about it. Ah, you mediocre lamp. Camera. Yeah, it was, Sierra Software. Might have been LucasArts. Something like that. I think it was Sierra. I think it was a Sierra game.
Let's watch the video.
It's not recording anything. It's just sending whatever it sees to something. It's a streaming camera. Interesting. Oh! Batteries. There's a cable running to the monitor. That's where he gets power. Oh my gosh. There are 4 rows of numbers and letters. Start with O, end with all this other stuff. Number bases. Oh, this is the hexadecimals and stuff again. Cool. Central staircase and C deck. I don't recognize that one. Bunch of weird buttons. Probably switch what you see on the screens. No, I don't know how to work it. We could just press buttons until things happen. Oh, hi! There's nothing on the monitor, just static. Kinda looks like text, but you know. This is over there. Zero's the streamer, yeah. Can you hit this again? Looks like it doesn't work anymore. Well, I would have liked to look at the things before I changed it.
Huh. Z-E-R-O, huh? It's like he's making fun of us.
Well, he's dead now.
What
maybe.
do you think?
Nothing.
What about him? Do you think that's really Zero?
No, I think Ace is really Zero. I'm even more convinced
There's no
now.
way that's him. Didn't I tell you already? Zero is one of us.
Yeah. Right.
Although having a
I
zero
know it's
also
important
means
to
that
figure out who this guy
it
is,
only takes
but-
one person plus him. Like, you can have 3, and he doesn't add anything to the base number.
Yeah.
Don't you think we should figure out how to get out of here first?
But...
Please. I don't want to waste any more time.
So Ace plus 0.
Alright, sure thing.
Yeah, but how would he have gotten the 0?
I mean, if he's 0, he could have done whatever he wants when we're not
If
looking.
if he actually has a 0-1 in his pocket because he is 0, yes, you're right. So he could have stolen the 9-1, or he could have always had the 0-1 all along. It's a model of a steam train. I mean, that's not what it is. I agree. So you think it's broken? No, it works. I'm just not sure if it actually transmits anything outside the ship. Okay. Well, maybe we'll need to put in some Morse code later. Just normal light. A monkey with glasses. Well, they asked me to do a painting earlier, and I thought it was a corgi inside of a seal, and I was right. It was very much a dog. Alright, so that's that. That drawer is locked. electrically, so what's probably going to happen is we put in the Morse code to open the door.
Perhaps 0? Yes, the Funi are in
With Zero's bracelet, you and Clover could escape. It's just a blank piece of paper. Maybe there's some invisible ink or something going on in that. Maybe we'll have to look at that under a light. Oh! What if there's a UV light? None of his lights will turn on, apparently. I wonder about that. Got headphones, can't hear anything. Guess whatever they connected to doesn't work anymore. Clock. Hands aren't moving. Little surprise, time is wrong then. And there's nothing on the back of it. It says 10:08 or so. Okay. Look, a hook. That wasn't a joke. Alright, what is this? Small screwdrivers. Cool. What if we combine this with music box? Alright,
It's dots and dits.
Oh, hello. Yes, dots and dits. This is a Morse code message. We will need to be able to read this in some way, because this is going to be a word. Alright, so... what are you?
Ink.
Ink.
Let's
So-
roll the dots and the dits.
The secret lies with Charlotte! A Morse code chart. Alright. Let's use that with this. Hold on. I've got the Morse code I'm supposed to enter. If I do this right, something will happen.
Let's give it a shot.
Oh. I actually have to put it in myself. I love how we don't actually have to know what we're typing in. I heard a swoosh. I seem to have figured it out. I've unlocked the drawer. You seem proud of me, Dad. You must be the killer. What did... Oh, there was another thing in there.
Looks like A-L-L-I-C-E.
Alice with 2 L's?
All ice.
Isn't it supposed to say all ice? This doesn't have a space between the L and the I. Are they saying that A-L-L-I-C-E is a single word?
Oh,
What the hell is
hieroglyphics
this?
or it didn't happen!
They are hieroglyphs, a form of writing.
I know
used in
what
ancient
hieroglyphs
Egypt.
are.
Ancient Egypt?
Ancient
right.
Egypt.
It happened!
Can you read them?
Of course. I can't. What would make you think I could?
Well, I mean, they're pretty self-explanatory.
Yes,
They're pictures.
the bird
What the
flies
hell?
to the fish in the wall, then the bird...
Whoa, the whole thing's like that. Huh? What's this? Oh, a key card.
Mars.
Uranus.
Or,
That's the
sure.
Uranus symbol.
Something's written on the bottom. Bottom deck library. This must be the key to the library, then. Is the bottom deck a library?
Bottom.
Anyway, whatever. It's gonna have to wait.
And we got this. A unique key. Okay. What are you doing? We switched the wheelhouse. There's no reason to go back. Captain's quarters. Alright. I've looked through the captain's quarters. Here. Control panel for the collection unlocked. Looks like it's got a keyhole. Maybe the key I got earlier. Yep. Just had to put that key in. Now it is on. There's a minus sign on the screen. There's 8 of them. Got to put in 8 digits. Can I figure it out? Probably something to do with those hexadecimals I found earlier. Alright. 10 and base 10 is written as A, therefore 11 is B. Okay, so we've
Okay, but actually,
we've seen this before. It was, but 10. I thought 16 was 10. It got weird.
so this is base 16, right?
That was base 8.
Base 8 would only go up to 7, and then it starts at 8 would be 10.
What is 0
This is hexadecimal.
in base something?
0 is 0.
No, I mean like the name 0.
I mean, we'd have to get into base 26 at that 36, 35.
Well, here's an R and an O and an E, but we don't have the Z.
No. So how many numbers is that?
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 31. So base 40? Base 31. Ten is base 10. For an A and hexadecimal. So this is hexadecimal. That's 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 14 a decimal, 31 a decimal.
And the first one would be 9 decimal. Well,
Okay.
it would be nonal. It wouldn't be non-decimal. It would just be nonal.
Okay.
So we've got a 9, 14.
What are you looking at?
Your numbers.
09. Oh, you think it's that simple? You think it's just 9, 14, 31.
You skipped 16.
Where would 16 be?
Wasn't the next one hexadecimal?
Yeah.
So 16.
Well, where's 14 going?
I don't know where 14's coming from.
Well, I only have this in 31. I gotta go back and look. Hold on. Let me... No, I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. Okay. Okay, so... I hate this. This is... 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 9, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 9, 16, 24. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So 9, 16, 24, 32.
That's what I think.
9, 16, 24, 32. Is that it? That was not it. No, I think it's going to require some translation of something. There's an E on the screen. If you combine it with the 3 other letters, it's a 0. Why is there only 1 letter per monitor? If they want to say 0, they really only need 1 monitor for that, you know? Maybe there's a reason why the letters are
I guess
displayed
those might just be the number of the letters.
Yeah, that's
so
what I'm thinking.
26, 6.
Yeah, maybe we'll try just like normal like alphabet, and then if that doesn't work, we'll do it with the base 10 stuff.
We'll add 10 to it.
Pretty much. So 20. God, have mercy. All right. 26, that's Z. E is
5.
5. R. O is 15 for later. And R is 18. So 18, 15. Is that a happy beat?
Nope.
Okay, wrong again. Didn't you find a list of letters and numbers? Don't you think it might be a clue? Yes, maybe. So. So 11 is B. Yes. Okay. So 11. Okay. 11, 12, 13, 14. So E is 14. Write that down. 24 is O.
It's gonna be the same.
27 is R. I think I got this wrong. I think I counted wrong. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 is E. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 is O. 25, 26, 27 is R. 28, 29, 30, 31. It's TV. W, X, Y, Z. 35 is Z.
I'm just adding 9 to it.
You're just adding 9 to everything? Well, sure. Okay, so let's try this. 35. 35.
14.
14.
24.
27.
27. 24.
I can read. 24. Yeah! That was kind of my thought in the originally, but you were like, no. Couldn't be it. Well, we didn't see a Z on the list, so we had to go with the implication.
What are you doing?
I'm checking on the time. We're gonna have to wrap this up soon. But I don't know where my phone is, and that was gonna be my time checking. Alright, so we've just unlocked this door, so we should be wrapping up this pretty soon, because we'll be out of this pathway now.
You found it.
Alright,
Alright,
so 2
let's
more
go.
numbered doors down.
That's the next door. Wait, a piece of paper.
A distraction.
This is map of the ship's interior for ADEC.
Cool. That's good.
What's wrong?
I found a map for this floor.
I see.
I love how he just finds
Well, that
maps
was
laying around.
anticlimactic. I should keep this, though. Hey, where's Clover? Damn it, what the hell is she up to? Clover!
Huh?
What the hell are you doing?
Nothing.
What do you mean, nothing? What the hell is that?
What do you got in your pockets? Do you have body parts
What?
in there?
You've got something in your pocket.
Oh, this? This is... I wonder.
What the hell?
Come on, we gotta hurry.
Huh? Clover,
I'm so
what's
confused.
that on your back? A stick? Hey, Clover, what the hell's that thing on your back?
Boom.
Is she ignoring me? For crying
How
out loud.
dare she?
She's collecting watches.
Oh.
The big stairs. Huh. So this is where it ends up.
I think she might have killed Snake. But she would have had to have done it 4 plus 2.
Plus 1 plus 2.
Plus 9. If she had had the 9 man, it would be 15. So that would have been 6. 4 plus 2. She needs to get to 12. She would have needed 6. She would have needed... Who's 6? June. She would have needed June. So it would have had to have been her in June. So that doesn't... Yeah, that doesn't add up.
What if they pushed in...
I love how you just post that every time.
What if
Just
they
like it says on the map.
pushed in Snake without Snake
Ace, did he head down?
registering his watch?
That's totally possible too. We have assumed that they used his watch, but if they just pushed him in, he would have blown up too.
Oh, there he is.
Look, the 4 others are there too.
But why
Really?
would Clover kill her
Let's join him.
step-boyfriend?
I think because he's her step-boyfriend.
Jumpy! Clover!
What's up?
We found it!
Found what?
The
We
escape.
found it!
It?
What did you find?
The 9th door?
The last door! We found door 9!
Well, we found 0.
What?
Come on, just follow us. We'll explain on the way.
Okay.
There's no time to explain.
Well, if that's the case,
Wait for me.
We should get going as well.
But
Jumpy! We finally made it!
Yeah,
no,
it's finally time.
no.
We've reached the end.
I don't think that's
Something's
gonna happen
bothering me.
right.
Only 3 to 5 people can go through the numbered door. 7 of us are on our way to door 9. That means that, best case scenario, there will be 2 of us who have to stay behind. 2 people. Is there a way? 4:30. We've only got 90 minutes left. I've got no time to wonder about it now.
hey, Junpei, June, what the hell are you two doing? Hurry it up!
Let's go, Jumpy!
There's no time to explain,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna sum it up. Yeah, that's funny. C-Deck.
Hey, what about door 2?
Is there something we need in there?
What about door 2?
Thank
Door
you,
2
Seven.
is the only one we didn't... We haven't gone through it, I mean.
Yes, that is true.
Are you guys okay with that? Not investigating it, I mean?
So what? We found door 9. We don't need any of the other doors.
What's the point? Huh? What's the point in going to door 9? We can't all go through it, right? And we should do what we have to do before we go any further. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. The best way to finish it quickly is to do the border pieces first. You know? Or what? You think all 7 of us should go to door 9? And then we argue over who stays behind and who gets to go? Do we really want to do that again? Who knows? If we check out door 2,
What's in your
maybe
pockets?
We'll find something.
What's the stick?
Maybe we can find a way to get
Yeah, what is this
all of
stick
us
on
out.
you?
Huh.
Why has nobody else noticed the stick?
I don't know what might be in there. But don't you think it'd be better
Let me
to at
explain.
least
There's
have
no
a
time.
look?
Let me sum up.
I mean, am I wrong?
Yeah, you do have a point. The last time I checked the clock, it was 4:30. It's not like we've got a lot of time, but if we're quick about it, we might have time to take a look.
You're right. Let's go take a look at door 2.
The elevator can take us down to door 2.
Who shall go then?
Let's see.
Me. I'm going.
Okay.
Then June, 7, and I need to go with her.
Hey, why do you get to...
I don't mind. We'd only waste time arguing over it.
Jumpy, I'm okay too.
See?
Can we just go now?
Fine.
All right, let's get going.
I'll see you later.
Okay. Be careful.
That means we're left with...
As Cripple Joe says, we're on anime time.
Lotus, would you be so kind as to go with me?
Go with you. Well, I
Whoa,
didn't
that's
think
a new
people still
pose.
talked that way outside of the 1950s. Well, I'm a mother. Would that be a problem for you?
Mother of whom?
That wasn't what I meant. I was hoping you would come with me.
Seriously, though, I was kidding. So, where was it you wanted to take me?
There's something I wanted to show you.
Hey man, what the hell? I'm not
Hey,
important
man.
enough?
Well, it's not like that. Once I've shown Lotus, I'll show you.
Really?
What do you want to show?
Of course.
Fine. Do whatever you want.
Thanks, Junpei.
I think he's gonna murder
Are you
her.
coming, Lotus?
Fine. Doesn't
He's
look like they're going to be back anytime soon.
Absolutely going to murder
I
her
might
off
as well go
screen.
and see whatever it is you think is so important.
Thank you. Well then, shall we go?
You're mean, she's a mother. She's not dead.
Let me think about this
They're
for
so
a second.
slow.
1 + 4 + 2 + 1.
There's 7 of us left.
Uh-huh.
if Ace is the killer and Lotus is about to get murdered by him, then there's 5 of us left, which means there's 5 of us who can go through number 9. If you add up all 5 of us, does it create a digital root of 9?
We've got 5
plus 6
plus
is 11. We've got 7, that's 18. We've got 4, which is 22. And we've got Santa is 3, which would be 25. So that's 7. Digital root of 7.
Whose numbers are you choosing here?
7. I'm choosing everybody except Ace and Lotus.
Okay.
So 7 plus 5 plus 6 is 18. Plus 4 for Clover is 22. Plus 3 for Santa is 25. So that's 7.
I don't know what you're getting at.
I'm trying to get ahead of the game and theorize that if Ace and Lotus are the 2 who are going to get sloughed off by the game to get us down to 5 naturally through the game's progression, what are the 5 that are... What 5 will be able to escape? That might clue us in on who the killer is and who is 0.
It doesn't work that well.
I think we can get there. Because I think me and June are going to get out. I think Clover... Well, I don't know about Clover yet. So me and June together is 11. So if Lotus, let's say she's on the up and up. She's 19. That brings us up to 19. We would need 8 more. So that's 7 and Ace. That means Clover is bad, and it means Santa is not included. So we can get there without Clover and Santa. Those are the 2 that we would have to leave behind. I'm sure there's other combinations that work. But right off the gate, Clover's being kind of suspicious, and Santa, we don't know about him. So what if, like, Clover dies and Santa is 0? Or 0, like, Santa dies and Clover is 0. Clover is the person who suggested that 0 could be among us, and I don't believe this whole Snake shit. I think Snake could still be the killer. But anyway, I think this is a good place to stop. We will be discovering the 9th door next time. Sounds like we're almost near the end, so I think we'll actually be able to finish at least one run of this game. There are multiple endings and stuff, but we should be able to get to some kind of conclusion next week when we stream again at 8 p.m. on Thursday the 27th. In the meantime, Opwu is next Tuesday at noon. We're going to be talking about Detroit Evolution, probably a little bit more info on the New York premiere. We only have 13 tickets left for the New York premiere, so if you've been thinking about going to it, get your ticket, because that is really, really filling up. We have sold 40 tickets in 2 days. Absolutely astounding at the support. I never expected that this would be so overwhelming. We also have 5 more VIP tickets that are held in reserve until March, so if you want the VIP experience, you can, upgrade then. However, I do strongly recommend that if you want to go at all, get your ticket now so you at least have a head count. You have a seat reserved for the screening, because those 5 VIPs, dude, I know at least like 6 or 7 people who want them. So somebody's going to get left out. Don't roll the dice on that. Be sure to get a seat if you want it. So thank you, Neb, for throwing that in the chat. Those are the premiere tickets that we are offering. And then Detroit Evolution itself, go watch the trailer if you haven't already. It is coming out on April 11th, which is just 7 weeks away. So I got a lot of visual effects to do. As always, stay great, hydrate like me a little bit this stream, and have a happy time zone, and see us next week for the conclusion, or a conclusion, of the Nonary Games. Bye, guys.
Night.